Hey, so um, give me a second. Let me share this. Let me get this out here. So we had to talk about town business real quick. If I said that, I got a little something. Y'all just give me a second of sharing this. We're gonna get into the details. There's two interviews, and hmm, I went through both of them. That's what took me so long to go things, and I know what this is. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just sharing this to let people know I don't want to be in here talking with you, but I saw some things here that other people don't see. And so I'm going to explain something to y'all this second here. Also going to talk about a little small segment. I saw Huggy over there. I just say it like that so she know I'm talking about her. I saw Huggy over there. Huggy, stop grabbing up shit of mine. Stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. I hate when you do that shit. Like, who you, Dr. Frankenstein or some shit? Stop doing that shit. All of a sudden, it's some shit you did. I told about that later. 'Cause I ain't mad about it. I'm just like, you got some real nerve. You know that? Anyway, Wendy Williams. There's two separate interviews about Wendy Williams. One with Don Lemon, where he had a call in and they said, "Oh, we thought something happened to you." Blah 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 blah. She was late calling in. I'm gonna play some partitions of it. But I just want to give you a prelude before I, talk about it. Then there's a second interview where she's on with Charlamagne the God. In my personal opinion, I'm gonna say a couple things first before I go into the diatribe. First of all, Wendy, you went to the wrong two places to talk to the wrong two people in this day and age. That's first of all. I'm gonna say it again. You went to the wrong two people to talk in the wrong type of year and the wrong type of day and age. You went to two individuals that are under the microscope on a constant basis. Those people, what's going on? Those people being Charlemagne and being Don Lemon, who ironically enough live in New York. Now, with all the journalists in New York that you can reach out to, I don't care how much Don Lemon and definitely don't care. I don't care much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whatever. Why didn't I watch? So I'm going to listen to you to find out what happened. I got you. I got you. Trust me, because I'm gonna summarize this and I'm gonna play a couple of searches from the video. I told you I'd be back though, gal. So for one, I don't think nobody in New York knew outside her family that she was actually still in the town. I really thought she was like out in Colorado, maybe Florida already, because I knew her sister and some of the family lived down there, just like most people in New York City. If y'all not familiar, most people in New York City got family from down south, Pennsylvania. The cat would probably be Baltimore, Virginia, stuff like that, or whatever, whatever. These people made transition up to the north in the 60s, 70s, 80s, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, whatever. So a lot of people would be saying, "Yeah, Sean from Brooklyn, whatever." Really, his granddaddy from New York. I mean, excuse me, his granddaddy from North Carolina. Like for example, perfect example of that is 50 Cent. 50 Cent's grandparents from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So he half a Southern nigga and half a New York nigga. That's how most people in New York are. You either half a Caribbean nigga and half a, you get what I'm saying? That's just New York. So anyway, back to the story. I didn't know Wendy was still in New York. That's for one. You know what I'm saying? But she had been there for 3 years. I started off to listen to Don Lynn, but couldn't take 5 minutes of it yet because he does a long epilogue. I'm doing this epilogue just to put people up on things seen it. So I ain't know that Wendy was in New York. I'm gonna stipulate that one more time. The last video I saw her is when she was with her son's graduation and they painted her very eerily, being in the wheelchair. Wendy's on, thank you. Wendy's only 60 years old. And so one of the problems that she's having right now is, if what I can make a guess of it, they either got her in a primary care facility or they've got her in a 55 plus facility. One of the two. And the reason I say that is because she's making complaints, and she said this on both programs. She's making complaints, and she's saying that there's a lot of old people there. She's saying people in their late 70s, people in their 80s, all the way up to their 90s. This is what she's stating on both programs. With Don Lemon, she's also stated this with Charlamagne the God. And I said, whoa, that sounds like a convalescent home over 55. She's 60. On the spectrum of those people, whatever, whatever, she's got at least 15 to 20 years before she should end up there at 60. She's got anywhere between 15 to 20 years that she can end up there. Then let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm just giving you some summaries. We're gonna play some clips and everything like that. Don't worry, I got y'all. With that being said, that was the first thing that took on to me. The second thing that was said in both interviews, and it seemed like she was very streamlined on what she was going to say before prior. I mean, this is a woman that was the head of media. If you want to compare, I implore all y'all to go check out Joan Rivers. If you go check out Joan Rivers, who Joan Rivers was, you'll really fill out real quickly who actually Wendy Williams was. Wendy Williams was the new Joan Rivers. That's what I said. And that's what we call it in the tri-state area. You call it either a 55 plus living, assisted living, or what they have is these convalescent home type setups where they have people over 55 that can be there, whatever, whatever. And you buy these like pretty much it's for people that are affluent. So they have these places in like the Upper East Side. Many of y'all know what I'm talking about, Upper West Side or whatever. They'll put these people into these mostly luxury apartments. They have a lot of them here in what's the name? But these are communities with these luxury apartments, and they're for people over 55, stuff like that. Nelly's song is getting hot in here, so take your clothes off was based on the P Diddy party. Damn, bro, you really need some friends. Hold on, y'all. I got two goofies in here. Let me get them out of here real quick. I always get these people right here. So you got to watch that. There'd be men in here that don't have, girlfriends or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, if they bother you, let me know in the chat so I can read it and I'll block them. We're not going to argue with them. Anyway, these 55 and plus homes, these places where you have people that are incapacitated, can't take care of themselves or whatever, and these luxury type of apartments, condos or whatever, found all throughout the tri-state. Jersey's got them, New York's got them, Connecticut's definitely got them. That she's in one of those three places, the old gal. And she's feeling like she doesn't need to be there. Well, I say she sounded spry in her conversations, absolutely yes. She sounded spry, but at the same time she sounded bewildered. At the same time, the foreman is saying she has a form of dementia. I forgot exactly what it is. I'll look it up again and tell you I'm not the best with that. And she somehow or another is facing the implication that how can I say it? I think you heard the real Wendy, but what I think you heard was in these phone calls, I think you heard somebody that was in despair. And I think in Don Lemon's conversation, that's what he tried to point out. Are you contacting me because you're in despair? Are you contacting me because you need me? Are you contacting me because you miss me? And that's a question you got to ask. You start asking the questions when you hit over 60 something, I'm assuming, and you ain't got nobody there for you. You see what I'm saying? And this is a frequent thing, believe it or not, that happens in the rap industry. So I'm here to talk about that little spectrum of it, then we'll get back into her. So I'll make y'all understand. I've seen this before. Many of us in the music industry, you've seen it too, what they're doing to Wendy right now. And these normal people, they don't understand it. So y'all don't have to explain it and y'all want to pussyfoot around the conversation instead of addressing it for what it really was. I'm going to say it for you, okay? And what you can do is share this live so other people understand because, see, I ain't got no supporters. You think any of these people support me here? They don't care anything about me. I could pass out tomorrow. They wouldn't care. You understand what I'm saying? This is the same thing you're seeing with Wendy Williams. And they just don't understand. So basically what happens is when you get a lot of these artists and you start asking yourself questions, like, for example, I had a little piece that I put up earlier there about Sarah from formerly of Making the Band, right? And I was talking about how she had went to jail not too long ago, actually, and I played the video and I'll play it again in this broadcast. She had went to jail not too long ago for domestic violence. And people was like, yeah, sure. I said, all right, here's the clip. You know what I mean? Nobody reported on that. But what happens is a lot of times when you get, how can I say it? You get these, and the reason I use Sarah, you'll understand in a minute. A lot of times when you get these artists and they're starting to age, meaning that they can't perform anymore, they can't do anything. What's that guy's name? Frankie Lyman. Have you seen him perform lately? That's a corpse on stage. They should be ashamed of themselves for doing that. You understand what I'm saying? They should really be ashamed. Go look up a video with Frankie Lyman. You understand what I'm saying? Go look up. Stop doing that shit. Just call me at a reasonable time. What the fuck are you doing? My uncle called me at 12 o'clock because he see me live. Love you, but you should call me earlier. The fuck? Anyway, we talk like that. Don't worry about it. We talk like that. That's how we talk. Anyway, he's in his 70s something. Love you. I'll call you in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all see me on camera with him before, whatever. Love him to death. But sometimes he does shit like that to be an asshole. But that's out, though. It ain't gonna change. Anyway, you thought who passed years ago? Who'd you think passed years ago? You gotta tell me the old gal right down in the chat room. I didn't catch who you said you thought passed years ago. But anyway, you have people that age out artists. They start hitting 65. Oh, you talking about Frankie Lyman? Okay, got you. Yeah, Frankie Lyman. Look up that video. They got this motherfucker. He ain't even moving his lips when he lip syncing. Frankie Lyman just coming on the stage, and he's like, "Oh my." That's the music, right? And Frankie Lyman like this. Like he got that one sound, Sherry, and he like this. Don't cry. I mean, it's bad, bro. It's bad. Not Frankie Lyman, excuse me, Frankie Valli. That's his name. Frankie Valli. Thank you, good karma. Frankie Valli. That's what we talking about. Frankie Valli. He's an older white Italian gentleman down there in Jersey, plays that circuit or whatever. They got him just moving around. Frankie Lyman was a black gentleman. Goody. I know who you're talking about. You know what I mean? Lorenz Tate played a perfect version of him in this movie. He died in Harlem. Believe it or not, he died in the streets of Harlem. So thank you for that correction. See, I don't never have a problem with that. Frankie Valli. They got Frankie Valli on stage looking crazy. You understand? It's crazy. Go look up that video. You see what I'm talking about. I said, like he texted me back. He said, if you say so. Fucking trip. Watch me on fucking at the YouTube here. Any motherfucker to come in and say, is this live? You a goofy. When you get these artists that start aging, what they do is they make a couple of suggestions. Do we keep him moving on? Is he spry enough to move on? Is he fresh enough to move on? Or whatever the case may be. Yeah, that was a good one. But if he's not, I'm answering somebody in the chat if y'all wondering. Then there's a second tier of them. Well, how sick is he? How broke is he? Is his sickness overhauling the fact that we can still take him on tour somewhere? That's Frankie Valli. He needs the money. Then there's, if I had to make a guess, probably a lot of it came from dealing with different women throughout his years or whatever. Now he's in paid alimony or whatever the case may be or whatever. Just listen to me because I'm setting this up so y'all understand. Y'all set to learn something here. If you don't know, I worked in the music industry for over 17 years. So I'm not some guy that's just here throwing jargon out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you the truth because I've seen this before. Then you have your third type of person that ages out in the music industry. This is the person that made their money. They're in good standing for the most part. They might be in debt a little bit, but they're able to sit back, retire, and age in grace. And you see them every now and then, like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They'll pop up every now and then, or, you know what I'm saying, here and out and about or whatever. Wendy Williams has found herself in the fourth tier, which very rarely exists, but it exists. These are the people that have done dirt all their entire life. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. I got over 200 people in here. Nobody's going to hit the like button. What is that about? Double tap the screen and hit the like button. What's wrong with you guys? You have the fourth tier. I'm giving y'all some real wisdom here. Y'all just deciding your mind. No, I won't accept it because that's not the way I think. Hit the like button. Over 200 people in here. Nobody's hitting the like button. What's up with that? Double tap the screen 2 times to hit the like button. Jesus Christ, you can leave after that if you want to. That's ridiculous. Come on. Anyway, long story short, this fourth tier that sneaks up and about or whatever, listen to this part. This is reserved for people, and y'all never heard this before, so please, Huggy, don't say you said this before or anybody else. You know but you've never said this before. What happens is you get some people that have done certain things. This is an old way of doing things too, very old way of doing things. That's why I recognize it. But what they'll do is they'll take somebody and say you got some dirt or some pending litigation, maybe some accusations. Some people may have been upset. Some people may have been mad at this person. In today's terms, is a bulk of people or whatever, whatever. And I think a lot of the personalities that you're seeing right now that are at their peak in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, I think some of them are headed in this direction because they're going to be quickly to dispose of artists. That's the thing I see moving forward here. It's going to be real quick to dispose of artists, dispose of personalities in a way that you've never seen before in your life. And this is going to increase unless you do something about it. The thing you can do about it is it's something that nobody's ever done before, which I'm going to keep to myself because it's my idea. And I know some people, they'll turn around and steal your idea. So I'll keep that to myself, but it's been spoken, and my bad boy brothers that know me, I've spoken about this before. So here we are back again. Sometimes what they do is they take individuals and they put them in a corner. And they say, hey, listen, we're going to need you to sit right here, wait till the dust clear, because our brand and our company is on the line. And I think that's what happened with her at Fox. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. What they'll say is you got some type of psychosis. They'll say you got some type of, it was a guy that used to run around in Manhattan. Y'all remember him? He used to run around in Manhattan. He was a big star. He used to be like, and they caught him on camera doing this a million times or whatever, whatever. They'll craze you out and isolate you. It's a form of purgatory. What Wendy Williams is living right now is purgatory. She says she's got a phone where she can call out, but you can't call in. She says that she lives on a floor where everybody surrounded by her has basically got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. She states that she can barely get people to be able to come visit her. She says she can barely get things done the way she wants them to, but outside of a doctor's appointment or something like that, she's not really going out. Like I said, I didn't even know Wendy was in New York. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do some more things with that too. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. There's over 200 of y'all in here. If you don't like me, you don't like me. Well, just make sure you hit that like button, double tap the track 2 times. That's ridiculous. 200 people in here is only 12 likes. Come on. Anyway, what they do is sometimes they'll take these people, and there's been stories of this. You can look it up. It's not going to be hard to find. Where they take people and they kind of annex them and put them into these little spaces. So it can be a convalescent home. It could be a little bungalow down in Florida. It could be somewhere out in California. I know y'all don't believe me, but I'm trying to tell you, this has happened with a lot of artists, a lot of people you don't know. There was a guy this other day in the Bronx. He won a Grammy and performed what I believe was the Foo Fighters at the MTV Awards one year. He ended up in the long run driving a private, what do you call it, a private ambulance, I think that's what it was, in the Bronx. And somebody murdered him the other day. This man was same age as Wendy Williams. He was 60. Get what I'm saying? Sometimes this being a star ain't enough, of being an ex-star, being attached to something as a star, whatever. What happens is you gotta turn around, you know what I'm saying? And be something more than that. And this what goes back into what I was telling you guys before when I was going off on Tariq Nasheed and all those FBA, ADOS representatives and all that too. Okay, where the money to take care of your own? See what I'm saying? Now, there ain't no money and no power, because if there was any money or any power, motherfuckers tomorrow would be up together and they'd be like, yo, let's go over there and check and see what's going on with Wendy and see if they stop us from coming up in here. Huh? They put Wendy, and I don't care what nobody says. Don, you could disagree with me. Charlamagne, you could disagree with me. Y'all motherfuckers don't know those perils or those holes. I do. And I'm telling you, that's exactly what they did. They don't want anybody around them. They put her in that conveyor ship, just like they did with, what's that girl's name? Britney Spears. You see how she's nuttier than squirrel shit nowadays. They put her in those spaces. See, first of all, you got to understand, Wendy Williams has been talking shit about people for over 30 years. When you do that, you get a whole bunch of enemies. You get a lot of people that don't like you. And some people, I'm going to read your comment in a minute, though, gal. Sometimes in the future, you could get people to calm it down and they'll still mess with you a little bit, whatever, even do an interview, act like they reconcile with you. But in the back of their mind, they're like, no way, no how. You were almost responsible for my whole career, my whole monetary, day to day, and everything being out of here. I could never trust you again. I could sit down and talk to you, but I could never trust you. And see, that's how we think up here. Now, I don't know where you live at or where you guys are from, and I respect where you're from, but that's how we think up here. And I know this town, I know the people, I know the tri-state. It's almost dangerous to even get into the industry because wow, it's not that. It's the people you center yourself around. See, let me give you what's going on, see money. Let me give you an example. You can reach, I'll give you a perfect example. Dr. Dre and Ed Lover, right? Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. Dr. Dre and Ed Lover were a team, and they started what you call Yo MTV Raps. I watched the show when I was a kid. It was one of the first shows to introduce Wu-Tang Clan. It was one of the first shows to introduce NWA. It was one of the first shows to introduce Biggie and Craig Mack on there. Okay, and I'm talking about to a national spotlight on this MTV show that these two guys started. Years later, Ed Lover's doing pretty good. He's still doing interviews or whatever. He's the tall out of the bunch, and the short, heavyset guy, which is Dr. Dre, had to get one of his legs amputated. And when this happened, the only person that rallied behind him and told his story was Vlad TV. Nobody came in and asked, man, you need some help, man, this is hip hop pioneer. There might have been some things behind the scene, but there was nothing vivid. And this man was online literally pleading with people, yo, this is going on. Won't nobody help me? Go do your Googles. You'll understand what I'm talking about. This was Dr. Dre, one of the pioneer perf people, Mobb Deep. Everybody was on that show. Everybody was on that show at one time or another. And when he got sick and he had to get his leg amputated, there was nobody there. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody was there for him. Pay attention to what I'm trying to tell you. Nobody was there. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Over 223 people in here. Y'all not hitting the like button because of the way I look, or you're not hitting the like button because I'm a guy. Which one is it? We got some misandrous in here. You got to do better than that one. We got some misandrous in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I appreciate it if y'all do. If you can't do that, just double tap the screen 2 times. Wow. We got a whole hater nation in here. Yeah, it's okay. When you know the people you're dealing with, it makes it easier. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, long story short, him, I can name numerous other artists. Who else? MC Shan, he don't look in the best places. You need proof of this. Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent were out here handing out bags to some of our elder statesmen in the hip hop industry. Go look that up. You see what I'm talking about. There's one clip I put up with I quote Snoop saying this. Nah, nigga, go ahead and take that. You need that. You understand what I'm saying? MC Shan don't even look like the same person no more. There's other rappers that's running out here. They still touring at 65, 70 years old. This is the truth because they can't afford to sit down. And there's a reason behind that. A lot of these guys, they still in debt. A lot of these people, they still owe money. A lot of these people, that jet they was chartering 10, 15 years earlier, they still owe on that. They still owe on that. A charter, they still owe on that because they took the charter for like 3-4 days. So now it's up to like, with interest and all that, it started out probably like at 4-5K. Now it's up to like 25, 30,000. You know what I'm saying? You get like 6 of those, you in the hole for almost $1 million. You understand what I'm saying? So we're entering a phase in the first time in hip hop and R&B music where we're asking the question, what do we do with our elder statesmen? You understand what I'm saying? And I'm talking about like the people that's around the age of like, are still out here performing, like Melly Mel and MC Shan's still out here too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them. Now, that's not a slave artist. I don't even like to put the connotation of slave on it. What I call it is, you see, a lot of y'all don't realize this. You got a lot of these artists. Y'all always take things from a frame of what's currently going on. But what y'all talking about currently, I still remember a world where none of the stuff that y'all talking about right now would even come up in a conversation. Not everything, and not saying that some things shouldn't have came up in the conversation, but I mean the meticulous deep dive digging and not coming up with nothing. Let me explain. when I was, and if you guys don't know, I was in the music industry for over 17 years, from the time I was literally a kid up until a grown adult. I've seen things transition from physical CDs all the way to digital entities. I heard somebody try to repeat my story today, and previously you had dissed my position and authority over some other gentleman's channel. Did you do that, Huggy? You know what I'm saying? Which I found quite weird. You understand what I'm saying? Real weird. But I ain't gonna speak on that. But stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not you and you not me. We ain't doing the Frankenstein thing over again. You do this Frankenstein weird shit. I'm gonna grab some of this one, grab some of that one. Let's see what we can sew up together. Nah, don't do that shit with me. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be part of that. Do I ever stop talking? You understand what I'm saying? I don't know, man. What part of socialist party you from? A communist party you from? You are the overlord of YouTube now, huh? Is that what it is? He's the overlord. Yippee Skippy is the overlord. A nigga with the name Yippee Skippy who's been here for 2 years and 2 subscribers. That's the most attention you ever get. Let me ask you a question before I go. Do you ever get the time to hug up next to a woman? Niggas in here writing shit. I don't care what you got to talk about, dog. Anyway, a lot of these artists are getting old now. They're reaching the mid 60s, early 60s. How old is Keefy D? Keefy D is like 60-something years old. If Pac and Big was alive right now, Pac and Big would be like, what, 53, 54, 55, something like that. You understand what I'm saying? So they would have been fitting that pile too, or soon going on to that. There ain't no retirement benefits in hip hop. There ain't no retirement benefits of being a star. There ain't no retirement benefits of being a media personality. That's why I tell you guys over here all day. I'm like, you're telling all these lies right now. You know what I'm saying? You're telling all these lies right now. A lot of people lie on here. A lot of these vloggers lie. Like, it went from a shift of everybody saying that the making of a bad boy shit was put, like the people that's really in the know and in the circle are saying, yo, this was sloppily done. This was trash. Most of the people that live in New York City will look at that shit and be like, yeah, what is that regurgitated trash? I could have went to the library on the fucking files and found that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the opportunities that were along with that video. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was a whole bunch of opportunists on that screen. Please believe that. A whole bunch of opportunists. And y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I have no problem with it. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I have no problem with it. No issue. No issue here, homie. Matter of fact, do about 5 more, 6 more. Matter of fact, do 7 more. Okay? Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all niggas, man. I believe half of everything they're saying about Diddy is bullshit. We're gonna find out with these tapes in a minute. But the thing that was funny to me was, I know what they're gonna start running in a minute. You know, you gotta watch for these guys. The thing they're gonna start running in a minute is that the reason she's in this room is because Diddy has forced the guards to keep her in the room. And the Emancipation Proclamation, communist authority with the ring and the club and the manifestations of shaman witches and all this shit y'all be saying. That ain't the way I think run, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Ain't how it go. Do you believe in the Illuminati in the music business? No, I'll tell you what I don't believe in. Conspiracy theorists. You are definitely not the type of person for me. Definitely not the type of people I like talking to. I don't deal with conspiracy theorists. You know, it's hard for me to deal with conspiracy theorists. Say you worked at a cookie shop for 17 years, right? And you seen all the day-to-day operations of making cookies and things like that. And maybe the only thing you missed was, okay, on Tuesday, this guy puts raisins in it, raisins or a different type of flour in his cookies. And you haven't noticed in all these years because they always taste the same, right? So take that into consideration when you say, okay, somebody could have worked somewhere. And just because I worked there don't mean that I saw the day-to-day goings and ends of somebody's personal relationship. The thing that's going to kill Cassie right now, if things are true, is those 9 tapes that she had in her capacity, right? I want to underline that. She had 9 tapes in her capacity. Might be true. It might have been upwards of 500 tapes, but she had 9 in particular. And in the particular tapes, they point her as being a dominatrix. I'm going to get back to Wendy. Just listen to what I'm saying. They pin her as a dominatrix, and they presented to the court. You know, I don't know where they got this idea, but they presented to the court, and they said, "Hey, listen, the tapes themselves are going to show her in a dominatrix type position, and if you just watch these tapes, we're pretty adamant that this stuff might get dismissed." And I said, "Well, hey, you know, you got a point. I haven't seen the tape, so I don't know, but I know a lawyer wouldn't say something like that unless he was very adamant in his convictions." So we'll soon see. Let's say it that way. With that put aside, the last thing Puff will want to see is Wendy Williams in the situation that she's in right now. I can guarantee you that. The last thing, even if he wasn't in jail, he would be one of the first people out here like, yo, what's going on with Wendy? You understand what I'm saying? And as you see by that picture that's on my thing right there, they didn't not get along like that, as people will have you believe. See, the thing to do now is, listen, if you're going to call me a slave name, you can at least do me the consideration of being able to motherfucking spell it. You understand what I'm saying? This motherfucker, this dumb dropout named JT, you sound like a dropout, wrote Django, Jango. Nigga, you left the D out, you Todd. You fucking Todd. Then he leaves a laughing emoji. JT like dick in his jaw. That's what that is. He looking for a boyfriend. Anyway, I told you, it's a lot of these funny style ass. No shots at anybody in the LGBTQ community. I ain't talking to y'all. Y'all live y'all life. I'm talking about these motherfucking so-called straight dudes that be up here doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So y'all just ignore them. Anyway, long story short, you get a lot of these artists that are getting older now. They're retiring. They're getting out of performance age. You know, it gets hard to perform as you get older if you don't keep yourself in shape. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, you know, what do we do with these folks as they get on to get older? I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. Based on the trajectory of how things go nowadays, they're going to forget about them. That's what's going to happen. What's going to happen to the personalities here on YouTube as they get older? Well, if they haven't solidified some cash in their pocket, they're going to forget about them too. They will not help you. As y'all can see right here when I'm on here every day, you know what I'm saying? And I have people refusal. I'm not donating to him. Why? I don't know. I just don't like him. He talk too mean. You know, you could tell right there, ain't nobody going to help you. The new mantra and the science and the motherfucking vibration of the culture now, whether it be black or Latin, is do for oneself. Individualism and capitalism. Nobody's going to rally for her like that. You understand what I'm saying? I'll tell you why nobody's going to rally for her like that. She reached out to Don Lemon and she reached out to Charlemagne because she thought that those two gentlemen would be the most invoked to help her. You understand what I'm saying? She felt some type of genuine personality within them. Trust me, there's people like this in the business. That's why I say, when y'all sit around, y'all say, oh, everybody's like that in there. No, the fuck they're not. I know some great people to this day that bust their ass to try to get things changed in the music industry. And Huggy, you know them too. Ain't that right, Jaguar? You know them too. And you're putting some of these people at risk. I tell people awfully on this channel, I'm like, okay, on your pursuit to try to get rid of and tear down what it seems to be the only genre, which is rap. Like the rap industry is the only one that got all these problems. Rock and roll don't. Country music don't. You know, none of these other music. Have you ever noticed that? None of these other music genres. It's just rap music that's the problem. Once we get rid of rap and the rappers, the whole music industry will just clear up. Yeah, all right. Do you know there are satanic rappers, like literally outwittingly satanic rappers signed to record labels? Some of your favorite major record labels. You just have to go down the chain to all the subsidiaries and you'll find that out. Like it'll be the way they hide it is, they used to do it before. It'd be a major, then it'd be a subsidiary, Then under the subsidiary will be the imprint company. Then under the imprint company will be a third tier or fourth tier at that point agreement. And it'll be under such and such productions. Well, when you open up such and such productions and you look at their catalog, it's all satanic music. But they got one artist at least that does this like fine line of walking the line where it mutters between the hell fury that they present and something else. That's why I showed you those other guys before, and I threw up that video if you guys caught it, of that girl and that guy that they were Satanists, but they were musicians. I was hoping that y'all would catch it, but some people, they ain't as smart as I think they are. But yeah, you got Christian rap, and then you got Satanist music. Mm. I mean, I specifically point out these groups, you find these groups specifically in Latin America and England, believe it or not. If you think I'm gonna talk to a nigga named Deadpool 2088, nigga, you ain't got girlfriend or first. Yo, this motherfucker been here for 15 years. Godly. 15 years and you got one subscriber. You've been spending your past 15 years trolling. I have no respect for nobody that's been on here for 15 years. This one been on here for 11 years, 28 subscribers. Shout out to friend Windman, another loser. I can't figure out you can make money over here. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm just getting rid of the riffraff and trash. I don't like your hat. You're a man. Why do I care if you like my hat? You know what I'm saying? I keep trying to tell you, it be these dudes. These dudes be moist in a motherfucker. So what are your insights with the situation with Diddy? I don't know you. Stop asking questions. Hip-hop need to be love, life story, pure respect and alive, no heart, no riches and wealth. I'm not anti-wealth, homie. I'm pro-wealth. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know where y'all get this thing where y'all anti-wealth and y'all want everybody. That's from that woke shit. Everybody should be the same. We should all end in it segues a generation later. We should all be involved in Marxism and socialism. We should all grab tenets of being communists. Don't you think so? And then you get gyrating fucking fools like that one from Canada that sits on camera like this. Like a wars. You're right, fake Thor. You're right, Anton LaVey Atwood. Like a gyrating spastic freaking tard. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. That's why you gotta be careful. This is a side note. You gotta be careful of the women you have kids by. I've always believed that. One, I don't give my DNA to this anyone. All right. You got Cuban and black DNA right here that's beautiful. The baby's father knows how to speak Spanish, English, and a handful of other languages you would never think of. Why would I mix my genes with the riffraff? No, I don't mix my genes with riffraff. I want beautiful kids. I know what I look like when I have a kid. I had a kid by a beautiful woman before. God rest her heart. She passed away. I don't mix my genes with this anybody. Fuck all that shit. What's going on, Chicago? Yeah, you got to be real careful because with women like that, you know what I'm saying, over there with Anton LaVey Atwood, and she just co-signing all that shit over there, just like with ease. Like I saw her go on with that. Speaking of Puff, she went back on her thing because that was a thing today. I said some shit about him, so they tried to turn it up. We're gonna talk more about Puff today. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. I said, anybody sitting over here listening to a man from in England that's an ex-drug dealer try to tear down somebody else talking about, that'd be the funniest moments. Like, that's why I can't get into that shit right there. Y'all understand? I'm gonna get back into Wendy, but I want y'all to understand something. This dude is an ex-drug dealer who sold pills in a club. He had one of his homeboys on the other day, and as he was trying to embarrass Puff, he ended up embarrassing himself because his man kept alluding to, he was trying to say Puffy going to these gay clubs and all this stuff. In reality, Puff had which he's worked with a lot of different artists, like artists y'all never even heard stuff he's been on. Everything from techno artists to uh, drum and bass artist. I talk about the Hello Good Morning remix with Skepta. Go check that out. It sounds totally different than the original. Skepta, that's spelled Skepto. Skepta. Go check that out. Hello Good Morning. Diddy Dirty Money. Oh. He gets his homeboy to come on there. He's supposed to be this exclusive DJ. Nigga, I worked in the promotion department for 17 years. We had a DJ list. Even if you was back then, you wasn't on that list. Blob was on that list. Envy was on that list. Clue was on that list. It was DJs of that ilk. Clinton Sparks, he's white. He was on that list. Vlad, he's white. He was on that list. You weren't on that list, homie. Nobody knows you. But that's beside the point. I had all that freaking and fragging trying to blow up. I always know when niggas got small shit going on in that area. They'd be like, yeah, he started the rave scene here in Arizona. Who gives a fuck? who the fuck goes to Arizona? I'm sorry. No disrespect to Arizona. But you don't go to Arizona unless you got something going on out there. Is that fair? Who the fuck goes to Arizona? I'm going to pick up and go to Arizona where in the summertime it's like 118 degrees and the signs are melting. They literally have garbage cans that melt down. I've been there before. I've been in Mesa and Tempe. I'll show y'all pictures of it. I've been out there. I know what it's like. Man, I can't stand this shit. I didn't realize I was looking up to Diddy. He did that shit. Whatever they said, he did it. He did it. 185. Oh, you one of them type of niggas, huh? I hear you. He said 185,000 celebrities with watching it. He said 185,000 celebrities participated. Nigga, they ain't even 185,000 celebrities. Shut the fuck up. You see the weird motherfuckers that be involved? And nigga said 185,000 stars were involved in Diddy's parties. Nigga, they ain't even 185,000 stars. Y'all name me 185,000 stars. Somebody start the list, all right? 185,000 stars in America. These niggas is crazy. I don't know. I like to help the poor, teach and read. Yeah, man. You listen. You gotta get up out of here. You got your own. You've been here too many times. You always got like this ain't that type of channel, homie. I told you that last time you was here. That's why I don't believe you know real Christian. A real Christian would have respected it the first time. Back to what I was saying. You got these people that are from England. You got these people who are from New Zealand, Canada, whatever, all giving their diatribe of what's going on, but none of these people are around. Y'all don't know us. Y'all make sure y'all double tap that screen, hit the like button. Y'all don't know us. We don't know y'all. But this for y'all is a quick come up. And so what they've done now is when it comes to the real niggas, because I talked to some other bloggers that were somebodies and now they on YouTube or whatever. What they do is they have even a more of a penance to come after people like us, because we're the people that can actually discredit them. Only thing I have to say is, how the fuck do you know? You wasn't around. That's all I have to say. You understand what I'm saying? But the mind of the slave is extended. I heard somebody come in here and say that's a slave artist. Well, a lot of y'all are slaves as well, mentally. Anytime that you can get somebody that would have a preference because of color and the accent to go over and listen to a man that literally lives in Britain, give you information that he reads, and the only thing he's doing is regurgitating an article that he reads, or you got some big girl that look like freaking Lizzo sitting in her closet. That girl's sitting in her closet. It took me a minute to catch. I was like, yo, how come that door so small? She's sitting in a closet. Did not nobody pick that? That looked like a closet to me. If it ain't a closet, it looks like a closet. Or that is an extremely small room. You understand what I'm saying? Like extremely small. If I pan this camera and you see how huge my bedroom is, you would understand very quickly what I mean by that. That is, and like people that been with me for a minute, y'all remember when I used to do the videos when I first moved in here. I was doing from the long way, so you can see my whole room. My room is huge. You understand what I'm saying? You know who else in the closet? R. Kelly. Yeah, man. Come on, man. You too old for that, bro. You too old for that. You too old for that. You gotta get up out of here. You too old for that. Who's this dude saying? I don't want to survive it if to get out and go on these weird people. I don't want you to survive it to get out, get on some sleep. Nigga, you can't even write English. Like proofread before you write a comment, please. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Also, make sure y'all consideration hit that cash app. We appreciate it. Um, this is what we do. Let me continue on. When you get people like that and they're navigating the story like they did today, and they try to get people to believe, and I brought up one solid point, I'll bring it up again. You can't sit there and say, okay, now we believe in the documentary that was produced by the Peacock Network. We believe this documentary. But prior to that, the interview that they did with the Jay-Z accuser chick, the one that's got, she kind of special. Oh, we don't believe that one. No, we don't believe that one. But you believe the other one. Both produced by the Peacock Network. Which one is it? I'm lost. You see how that works? They want to muddle the line. Okay, you don't believe the one about the Jay-Z accuser chick. You still believe her. You think she's solid. You think she's 100. You ready to walk the line with her. Then there's the Peacock joint, and you say, okay, well, Peacock did her dirty, and that wasn't fair, and a blah, 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 right? That's what y'all said. And then you turn around, and then you say about the same network and the thing they put it because it works in your favor and your narrative. See, this is what I try to tell you. These niggas is pure pimp juice out here. This is the only one that ain't pimping it. I ain't pimping it. I don't even tell nigga. You will not hear no over aggressive. Yo, make sure you hit the cash app. Make sure you hit the cash app. Make sure you hit the cash app. You will not hear from me no over aggressive. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure over and over and over like all these podcasters do. If you just pay attention to them, you'll see what they're doing and why they're doing it. These niggas be up at 8:30 in the morning having podcasts about a man they've never met in a motherfucking life, and that's why I cut them off at the pass. And thank you for a particular artist reminding me of that. He was like, yo, I don't know why you don't tell them niggas, yo, listen, hear me clearly. These people have never been in the music industry a day in their life. And the one person that's pointing out talking about it killed me when he was sitting there and he was talking about, oh, they was all doing drugs, they was doing this, they were doing that. What were you doing? And when you had your mans on that other day, he was giving you up. He was saying, yo, you remember, man, we used to have a lot of good times, man. You remember the stuff we used to do, wild stuff. Won't you say you love this scene too? I said, y'all don't peep that. The nigga's trying to tell you that this nigga used to be in there freaking and steeping and shit like that too. To be quite honest with you, I think homeboy really don't like you. To keep it 100. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys? Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. That's what we call them. Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. If you ain't never seen Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys, go right now and Google that shit. You'll understand completely what I'm saying. He had this nigga look like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys on there. And the dude was really, it seemed like to me, trying to bust him out. Like he don't like you, dog. Like, listen, I don't really fuck with you either, but I'm just telling you, that guy you had on there, you better stay away from him. He's gonna be a problem for you. He came on there in your show to do that specifically for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? Excuse me 1 second. First of all, let me tell you something. We don't allow motherfuckers to come up here and use slave terms. If you want to use some slave terms, use them on them lower vibrational children you have or whoever you have. But bitch, don't you ever in your motherfucking life, unless you leaving your address, come up in here and tell me to shut the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? That's the last time I'm gonna say that too, you weirdo motherfucker. Some of y'all niggas need to be changed up in your bedroom. You understand? That's what it need to be. Leave the window open. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to be changed up in your living room. We're gonna see if we can put that in order. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta make an example of a nigga. You know what I mean? It's real. Like put that nigga on camera. Anyway, listen, we're gonna talk about that later. That's nothing. Let me stop talking like that. Anyway, listen, right? This is my point, right? Let's get back to the story. Right. Oh, Anton LaVey Atwood had this dude come on his show, and the intentions of the dude that came on his show was to try to call out and say Puff was gay. You understand what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, you definitely got that from a black woman, because that's what a certain partition of black women try to do, even though they lead in the LBGTQ, what's the name? Basically, what they are is 9% in lead of the LBGTQ community. They supersede the men and every other race of woman. It's a fact. You don't believe me? Go to the Center of Disease Control right now. Tell me what you find and come back and holler at me. Or just put in your search engine, where do women, Black American women, rank in the LGBTQ community? Go look. They'll show you a skew for it. I ain't got to make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's cute. You over there from the Atwood plantation? Bro was crashing out hard over a comment. Yeah, that's what they'll try to do after that. They'll try to take it back. See, they'll try to take it back to 4th grade. Bro was crashing out. You know, that's the way I define things. It's nigga, if I was crashing out, I'd be in your motherfucking kitchen right now. That's my crashing out. That's my crashing out. Figure that out. You know what I'm saying? If I was crashing out, I'd be at your daughter's school. You feel me? Like, who we talking about? You think, yo, I'm trying to be a good nigga, man. I'm really am. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, they really do. They really do. But for that nigga, they send their peoples over here. Him, the blackout chick, a couple of them. But the ones that's from the nigga, the fake Thor nigga, that's the ones that be in here calling people niggas and shit like that. That's his channel. Him and the Shane nigga. Those be them niggas that be over here. You understand what I'm saying? Because they ain't never show up. They ain't never show up until I spoke about him. I've never had nobody, Mardell, what's going on? Swag. I ain't never had nobody in my chat room talk about racism, racist shit or whatever. That's why I go off the way I say it. You understand what I'm saying? Now you gonna get the fuck up on out of here, bro. you two niggas be old too. It just be old niggas. Like it be thank you, Amadel. This be old niggas that come in here and do this. Like some of these dudes are like in their 40s and 50s writing shit like that on here. And they really believe ain't can't nothing happen. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool. It can't nothing happen then. But yeah, them niggas over there, most of them over there at Anton LaVey Atwood's page, them niggas is cowards, dog. Trust me. That's why they always try to put real niggas on the screen, because they're cowards. If I took fake Thor and I say, yo, talk all that shit you be popping right here, we gonna go over here to Sumner real quick. Tell niggas out here how you feel, my nigga. You think you gonna do that? If I took that nigga to motherfucking Harlem, put that nigga on motherfucking Lexington Ave at 3 o'clock in the morning, you think he gonna talk all loose like he talk on his podcast? Of course not. Now me, on the other hand, I'll say the shit to your face. And y'all done seen me up here for years do that. I think if anything else you don't have to doubt is I will tell you, do what I need to do and all that shit to you. You understand what I'm saying? To prove my fucking point. You know what I mean? So like, it's not about being a tough guy. It's like you're responding to people that are sitting around and they throwing shots at you. You're responding to people that, and if you allow them to do this on this platform and act like there's no repercussions for it, then you're gonna have a problem. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just not me. You do that with them other podcasters. Me, for real, and I'm just gonna say this one time, I will show up on you. You understand? Like if you don't believe nothing else, believe that. I don't say it too many times, and I don't have to. It speak for itself. In one form, fashion, or another, I will show up if you threaten me on this platform. If you try to think you're going to harass me every time I go live. If you think I'm a dude, you can call it whatever you want to, my nigga. You got fuck. This is a nigga that got an eggplant as his fucking... No, nigga, you suspect. Do y'all see this motherfucker right here? His name is Arden Hazer Wiener. His name is Aiden Hazer Wiener, and he's got an eggplant. And he talking about the typical suspect. Nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of my, you poor white trash, if you don't get the fuck out of my motherfucking chat room, we respond to ignorance. Yeah, you have to get these people up out of here. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that YouTube has done lately. I think they need to get out of this thing of trying to open us up. And yeah, I'm good with that. They ain't got no money. I'm straight. Now, I ain't nobody's black brother. Yo soy cubano la Moreno. The Morenos, let me know that. You punk ass bitch, you want my address? No, not really. You a nobody. You a nobody. Why would I care? You know what I'm saying? I would like to film a nigga though. If I really was gonna cry, I'd do it just like that. I film me going to that nigga with the shit on me and everything. Like me, watch this shit. Y'all niggas want some entertainment? Be my last performance. Everybody in here gone. is too. How about that? Oh yeah, here we go with that. Nigga, if you gotta announce a gang or whatever, you gotta announce your gang as you sending a threat. That means you pussy. That means honestly and truthfully, the gang should lose your ass because that means a pure simple fact. This nigga, did y'all jump this pussy ass nigga in? Did y'all jump this pussy ass nigga in? Always watch for niggas that jump online and they yell their gang out as they making a threat. That means by himself, that nigga's a coward. You understand what I'm saying? Get that nigga off charter. And if that nigga ain't on charter, time him out, motherfucking give him 17 breaks to the motherfucking back for even mentioning it. You heard? Get your pussy ass fuck off my motherfucking channel, nigga. Bro, you trying to bring down, bro. Don't let them trick you out of it. Nah, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. None of these people ain't here for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit, none of these people ain't here for me. Please believe that. So let me continue anyway. Outside of that, let's circle back around to Wendy Williams. I'm gonna play some little excerpts here. I was waiting for the tablet just to charge a little bit before I started doing that. But what I want to do is I want to take y'all on a little ride real quick. I want to take y'all back to a special little phone call that once upon a time Wendy Williams had with Puff. Nigga, I'm not in, motherfucker. Do it sound like I'm in fucking California, you cocksucker? Do it sound like I'm in fucking California? You's a tough guy, dog. You's a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a humble servant of the Lord, man. You understand? I'm just trying to get out this motherfucking what's the name. That's all I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all you gang member niggas. All y'all niggas is 35, 40 years old. You understand what I'm saying? Still out here hanging in the hallway, the project hallway all day. You know what I'm saying? He getting a lot of views off Diddy. Nah, nigga, I'm actually let's log in on this nigga named Darnell Mack. When you got the whole cock in your mouth and you over there anti-LeVay Atwood's page, do you tell that motherfucker he getting a lot of views off Diddy? When you over there Fake Thor's page, do you tell that motherfucker he getting a lot of views off Diddy? When you over there at the Canadian Black Owl Chicks page, do you tell her she getting a lot of views off Diddy? Matter of fact, do you run around and tell half these motherfuckers is online that never had any connection with Puff, like me, where I actually worked for the company and showing people on here pictures of me when I was working there in multiple different years, may I add. You understand what I'm saying? Do you ask them if they getting a lot of views off Diddy? Because if you didn't, Darnell Mack, you sound like a sucker bitch ass hating nigga that was raised by a single mama. Typical nigga. That's what I said. There's no friends of mine within that community. Nah. Joined 6 years ago, got no subscribers. Figures. Bye. Nigga asking all kinds of weird questions. Why don't I rap instead? Who's this weird nigga? What he talking about? On live interviews, why don't you rap? I kicked it with Devontae. Yeah, you sound like a groupie. You sound like a groupie, nigga. You know what I mean? I hung out with so-and-so. There's some nigga trying to call me. Yeah, that's probably Anton LaVey Atwood right there. Yo, son, won't you come on here with your real profile and say all that racist shit you be saying behind the line? You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect you more if you did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk all this gangster shit you did in prison, yet still when you all here online, you got fake profiles. Your man is pussy too. He got fake profiles. Big Lizzo from Canada up there, she's the same way. Y'all come in with fake profiles, so I can't really respect y'all. The one time I did come on your page and I wrote something in the comment section, I used my real name. You remember that? Y'all niggas is pussy. That's why I said it. As each day go by, you keep realizing more and more how scary them niggas are over there. You know what I'm saying? What else is in here? Why are black? No, why are white so sensitive? That's a better question. How about that? Why are white so sensitive? Why are white so quickly to play the blame game? You've been here for 6 years and no subscribers. All right, we can have the conversation without him. But y'all see that little comment here? Why are blacks so sensitive? Why are white so sensitive? Why must you keep going up to high schools and shooting up the whole high school because your daddy didn't give you a hug when he was 13? Why are whites so sensitive? Why are you going, particularly to Buffalo, New York, sitting around a whole bunch of black folks in upstate New York the whole time? You plan on murdering them the next day, like that gentleman didn't kill 10 black people up there. No, sir, I would have to ask you, why are whites so sensitive? Why are white gentlemen going into, and white women going into middle schools and other schools? We have all these different stories of tragedies, and each one of them, when it comes to a mass shooting spectrum, they're all done by white men. Matter of fact, tell me of a mass shooting where more than 5 people were shot and it made national attention where it was done by a black or Latin man in the past 10 years, and I'll shut the hell up. Go ahead, clock starts now. Name a black invention, the elevator. Anything else? Microchips, video games, semiconductors, peanut butter. You want me to keep going? I can name you at least 300 different patterns from black people. Once again, you talking about black inventions. I asked you, why are white men? And I counted your question and you couldn't answer that. So it goes to show me you just some trash from the hills, ain't never been nowhere before. You understand what I'm saying? You paying rent heavy on that trailer park. I understand. You probably got a couple side white babies sitting around from different women in that small little town you live in. You should be getting to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? Your girl gonna be waking up around about 7 a.m. to go to work. You want to make sure to give her a fake hug, fake kiss on the cheek before you grab that PlayStation 5 controller in your hand. Tell the boys, hey, I'm back, fellas. She's gone for the day. I'll be with you here till at least 3 o'clock. Good luck, kid. Good luck. Can anyone tell me why people are arguing with each other? I'm new here and don't understand. This will be your last time here. You sound like one of the niggas always want to calm shit down. I don't like motherfuckers like that. Hey, calm down. You can't soothe me. I don't like that soothing shit. Yeah, I ain't into all that either. That's not how you argue with a white man. If you're going to argue with a white man, you got to argue with a white man like I just did. You take away every option he has from his argument. That's how you beat a white man argument. For all the black people out here and all the Latin people out here, for somebody that grew up around Italians and blacks, the way you shut down a white man, you take all the options he has to argue in one breath. I took every option he had to argue where he had to stop the argument and start talking about something else. Once they stop that argument, never want to answer it and go to something else, you move away from it. That's why I blocked them. I wanted to show y'all wasn't paying attention. This is light work. I love coffee. A mass shooters with a mean age of 34 is also worth knowing that individuals perpetrate mass shootings had a prior criminal record. Motherfucker, did you just say, you said what? A mass shooters were black. You didn't even write a complete sentence. What did you write? According to the search results, between 1982 and September 24, 26 of 151 mass shootings were carried out by African-American shooters. A study found that's 20%. And the other 80% were carried out by who, sir? Genius. So are we supposed to supersede? Watch this. Let me show you how easy this is. That said 20%, sir. What's left out of 100%? 80%. So that means that remaining 80% and beyond half, if not almost all, are committed by who? And pay attention that you're saying 20% between the year of 1982 to 2024. Do you realize how old, you do realize how long that is? It's almost a span of 50 something years. So in 50 years, 26, and I don't know what you're talking about, 151 mass shootings in the United States. My nigga, that's been over 300 mass shootings this year. What fucking thing? Hold on, let's see. This nigga's telling us porgy pies. You got to watch that too, because they'll provide you information that benefits them. Nigga, it's been more mass shootings in this country this year than 151. So I don't know what demographics you're reading from. And if you said 20% between 1982 to 2024 were committed by black out of 100%, that means who's the remaining 80% that's committing the fucking mass shootings? You. That was a terrible argument. Where'd you learn that? You dropped out of school, didn't you? I hear you. You got a lot of these McDonald workers that jump on here and they be trying to act like they smart and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, yo, to the nigga that keep writing that fake ass address in here, whatever, go argue with the niggers. Okay, really. From the bottom of my heart, I don't do that nigga street shit or whatever, whatever. You're not gonna know. You won't. You would never know. You understand what I'm saying? I don't do. That's niggas sitting on the corner shit. That's niggas that sit in front of the motherfucking stoops of the project shit. That's niggas that stand in front of the liquor store shit. Well, you know what, nigga? And then when they get over to a white person's podcast, they just, well, you know, Mr. Anton LaVey Atwood, I feel the same way. A nigga like that is a waste of time for me. Nigga, die. And everybody in your house. Now back to what I was saying, respectfully. Amount of mass shootings. They send those distractors over here from the Anton LaVey Atwood channel and subsequent what's the names. They do that to make sure this nigga then came back with 4 fucking times talking about, do I have a BBC? That's a man. You see, I'm removing men, right? It's always the men. I keep trying to tell you, there's a lot of these men out here that like boys. You understand? If you're part of the LGBTQ crowd, I don't give a damn. That's I can respect that. I'm talking about these men that be on here and they say sexual innuendos to try to insult you. Nah, nigga, it's like you want a cock in your mouth in the late wheeze of the night. That's what it sounded like to me. Nigga come up in here 2:00 in the morning to my oil up. Nigga, do you see anybody in here talking like that? That's a nigga right there that walk in the jail cell and be like, hey, listen, man, I'm sorry. This y'all go ahead and get it over with. Y'all go ahead and get it over. You better not bid, nigga. He's like, fuck it, y'all go ahead and get it over with. Now, this goofy ass nigga said, let me tell you, I love breaking down. I love breaking down that's 42 years, right? That's more than 42 years from 1982 to what's the name? I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. They gets auctioned off the cars when they come in the door, scared as a bitch. They hang self because they can't handle the pressure in Texas joints. Man, you need to take your ass up at Rikers Island and you think your shit tough. Wait. 89% of black homicide victims. Now he want to switch the conversation again. Did you tell how many white American men are in jail currently? We get to that too. Don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and keep Rob Mack in our prayers. So this is the title. How many U.S. shootings have been in 2024? Okay. Gun violence is a fixture of American life, but an issue that is mainly a political one, pitting gun control advocates against people who are fiercely protective. Mass shootings on the rise. There have been more than 488 mass shootings so far in 2024. This motherfucker said, what'd you say? You said, hold on 1 second. Because he tried to switch it up. When he couldn't get me with the mass shooting things, he did try to bump it up to, well, blacks kill more blacks. This is a motherfucker I'm trying to tell you. This is from the Anton LaVey Network. The motherfuckers over there are racist, dogs. Trust me when I tell you this. They have little covert motherfuckers that come over through the wings and shit like that and say shit. Trust me, they do it at a couple other people's pages too, or whatever. There's like 3 tiers of subscribers over there. Some racist subscribers over there, some people that's cool, and then there's the everything else that makes up the niggas, the black space, and everybody else. Anyway, the deadliest such attack was in Las Vegas 2017, where more than 50 people were killed and left 500 wounded. Does anybody remember that at the Madeline Bay Hotel where he shot all that white man, shot all those white people over the piece of the semi-automatic piece that my state had to outlaw, which is called the Comstock, which takes a gun from being semi-automatic to full automatic, and he shot out the fucking the window out of a hotel room like a coward. You understand what I'm saying? So we got that done. There was over 400 this last year of mass shootings, 488. You understand what I'm saying? 2014, it was 300 and it's went up subsequently each year. This last year, it was the first time it went down. 48,000 people have died from gun related injuries in the US occurring from what? Mass shootings. Let's go into the race of these motherfuckers. That's what I want to get into. Yo, trust me, man. I'm not the dude you want to argue with. Trust me. Because what they think you stupid. Nah, son, I'm not stupid. Race of most male mass shootings. Let's go here. There we go. Yeah, this one's called Statistica. And this one is number of mass shootings in the United States between 1982 and 2024. Now, this is similar to what he was reading, but what he was doing was he was skewing it off. So if you see right here, very quickly, you'll see number of mass shootings. Okay, so I'm not manipulating that. Number of mass shootings in the United States between 1982 and 2024. So y'all see that, right? Between 1982, if y'all can see it right there, between 1982 and 2024. So you know I'm being honest here, right? So we got it at an 82% margin. And I can't make this up. That should go all the way across the screen. Of white men from 1982 to 2024. You barely can see the black and Latino ones. And even though I'll say the black one skews maybe like, what is that, 10% over the Latino one, the Latino and the black one are the next two. And then after that, it's Asian. Then after that, it's other. Then after that, it's, what is that, Native American. And then after that, it's unclear and unknown. So we debunk that. Okay, there's a skew right there. 82% of these mass shootings from 1982 to 2024, this nigga's in here trying to play mind games with us. Like we don't know what 80% is versus 20%. He in here trying to play mind games with us. Hold on, stay right there, Mark. Because you just got debunked, Mark. Ain't nothing worse than a motherfucker that try to be right before the sake of motherfucking what's the name. Mark, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We just proved that. That's why you typing more now. Now watch this. White male prison. What is it? Prison numbers. This is really gonna blow your mind. See, I be prepared, boy. You a boy. I be prepared, boy. Now, it says at 46%, Latinos are the most prevalent racial ethnic group in California prisons. Blacks come in at 28%, whites come in at 20%, and Asians come in at 6%. That's that one. So we got that out the way. Here we go. Because I want y'all to hear about this right here. So the number of years I've been paying attention to something, because people always bring that little bullshit up right there. And they say, oh, well, you know, they're only 12% of the pot. They've been using that same argument. That means they don't have no other argument. That means it's contrived. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to show y'all something here about the current prison population that's going to blow your mind. Now, this is statistics, and they're updated weekly. And this is for Saturday, the 11th of 2025. Now, this is for the nation. Now, y'all ready for this one? This was going to blow your mind. And if you're black or Latino and you don't donate a fucking dime to my Cash App fund under there by Mod L, you a sucker. This and each one of those what's the name colors represent how many inmates are currently incarcerated by race. Now, you see old Rob there, he's trying to be cool. We don't do the Unified Crime Report, bitch. We do the Department of Justice. I already know you don't know what you're talking about. What does that say? This is from the Department of Justice. Inmates, race. What do you see there? You see that blue? That's white. You see that orange? Even though it's high, it ain't more than that white. And right there, you'll see the numbers. You see the numbers? There are more white men currently incarcerated in prison in the United States on the Department of Justice website Fuck what you reading, bitch. This is from the Department of Justice. There are more white men in this country in prison. You can see them indicated by the colors. Black, orange is black, blue is white. Look at that. Look at the number. They're lying to you. And they've been this way for the past 10 years. That's the reason they keep that conversation up, because they don't want anybody to find out. You picked the wrong motherfucker to argue with, you lower tier ass, regurgitating ass, trailer park trash. Don't come in this motherfucker with that shit. Don't let this accent fool you. Oh, I'm always prepared for motherfuckers like you. It's my specialty. Shall we continue and go somewhere else with it? And we'll pick another destination for the demographics. Prison population by state. Let's do that one. And as you will see once again, the highest demographic for prisons right now is Texas in 2024. But when we do it by race, let's do it by that. Let's do it by that. We could do this all night, son. I will eat all your food. Trust me on that one. Trust me on that one. On this subject right here, son, I eat all your food. I even go as far as to say it's the same thing in England. It's the same thing in Germany. It's the same thing in France, where you're seeing these multitudes of white men going to jail, and most of them are going to jail for theft, robbery, and murders. That's what I always find. And where's that Mark motherfucker at? Let's get his bitch ass out of here. We could do this conversation without you. Rob Mack. In here talking about black people and picked a pimp's name. That meth smoking got their ass doing time like crack did in the 80s. And drugs is another thing. Hold on. What we know about mass shooters? Hold on one second. That was the same one I had before I accidentally went back. And then they think they yell it and it's supposed to make it more valid. No, I said because I'm a white man. Nigga, don't nobody give a fuck. You a low tier white man. You a low tier white man. Only you low tier white men. White men of substance don't argue about shit like that. They wouldn't even bring shit like that up. You said that to make yourself feel better because you low tier. White men jail number, increasing jail numbers. A lot of white guys like that, they try to use reverse psychology and psychosis and psychoanalysis to psychoanalysis to try to figure the things out about you. Here we go, right here. Now, this right here will explain even more. And y'all can see it bright as day. What that say right there? Huh? What that say right there? Any nigga that's in here talking about can you twerk on a man, nigga, you don't have no girlfriend. That is sad, boy. That is sad. Men in here talking about twerking on men and shit. That's some weirdo shit. The number of white people in jail increased by less than 1% from March 2020 to December 2022, while the number of black people increased by 8%. However, racial disparity in jail admissions stay in the precise. They're saying right here, black people are admitted at jails at a higher rate than white people. Black people stay in jail longer than white people. Racial disparity is the longest amongst younger adults. Now, this is the thing though. They say they're usually unconvicted inmates, meaning that they're sitting there or whatever the case may be. Yeah, let's get you the fuck up out of here. Any nigga to come in here and he's being racist about everyone. Yeah, pretty much. I say what it is. It's Texas high. It's higher than it's ever been. Yeah, in Texas, they have the largest prison population in the whole United States. I just read this. The next one behind that is Cook County and what's the name? And then it's Rikers Island. California, then Rikers Island. That's crazy. But that's just for that right there. But saying that they sit the longest, that's why. So most of the guys that you have that are in jail, they're either they're saying here unconvicted jail inmates or conviction status has not been approved or they haven't started trial. So they're also listing here that a lot of these guys are sitting there because they said policing, pretrial detention, sentencing, and diversion opportunities. That means like they cop out or something like that or whatever. So I can live with that. But don't sit here and be talking about whites in jail Like, because I can break that down. I really don't have time to break it down. But what I do is I do a separate live. But I don't like when niggas come in here and say shit like that. Oh, all the blacks and Latinos are locked up in jail and all this shit or whatever. Because they'll always say black and Latino men, but be trying to exempt themselves from the conversation so they look like they're angels and fairies. No, you niggas committed over 488 motherfucking mass shootings this year. You understand what I'm saying? That between 1982 to 2024, you presented the information wrong. No, this nigga came in here and said 20% of them were committed by black people. So I went and showed y'all the scale, and then you saw what they said about the rest of the 80%. They were white men. It's so funny. All white boys been in Texas prison have had a black man. That's why they talk like that. Yeah, he would talk like that in Brooklyn, anywhere else. He say that shit online. That's why I told you these niggas is cowards online. Don't be worried about that. Yeah, I mean, like, if you gonna come in here, you gonna say what you said, then you gotta be, oh, he's causing problems. He causing problems. Yo, you gotta stay away from over here. Whatever that channel is, don't come over here no more. Like, for real. Because at this point, who's being racist to everyone? Who y'all talking about? Let's get the percentages of people on the welfare assistance. They love to lie about that. I can even explain that to you. It's a place called Osler, Kentucky, which was also a town that was 98% white. They had two black inhabitants, and I guess they lived in a rural part of the city. Look it up. Osler, Kentucky had the highest amount of welfare recipients in the country. And they were all white, all of them. And that's still that, I think. And Texas is another one. Is this dude being racist about white dudes? No, nobody's being racist about white dudes. He's responding to something somebody in here racist said. So let's get Max Proctor the fuck up out of here. You a waste of time. Yeah, we get people out of here like that. I'm just trying to see who else is in here real quick. Just give me a second, y'all. It's not a racist conversation. It's a conversation about responding to what you asked and what you promoted. You said that black people were in jail more than white people, and I showed you, no, when we're talking about mass shootings, that's your thing. And you contradicted yourself because you try to they think you're stupid. So what he tried to do, he said, it says here that blacks commit mass shootings too at a 27% lady. And you notice when I said, okay, who's the other 80%? And you notice he didn't want to say nothing. He didn't type that. Then he went into, well, blacks are the most in jail too. The 12. The nigga, who the fuck are you? You're not the president. You're not the overlord. What you sound like is you sound like somebody's trying to complete a narrative and you're a racist. That's not gonna fall with me. You know what I'm saying? People need to look up the definition of racist by definition. We can't be racist, prejudiced, that racist neither way. Davin isn't being racist. He's correcting ignorance, pretty much. But you can be biased as a person of color. I think when you make that statement, sweetheart, I think you take away, KS, a lot of your power. You know, you're talking about a country here that you live in that's had a black president, a black female first lady, which I think a lot of you girls should have took advantage of that while she was in office. I think the fact that a lot of you girls didn't take advantage of that when she was in office and stood up like you were supposed to stand up, KS. And you know what I mean? The thought patrol took over versus the ladies. I have a black mother. I have black female cousins. I know what a lady is. I have a black female cousin that just got her doctorate and became a doctor the other day. We've been celebrating for the past 2 weeks on that. So it's funny because I have all my other girl cousins or whatever, and these are stand-up girls. You're not even gonna look in their direction and think they're loose, they're easy. Like my aunts didn't, and their fathers didn't raise them like that. You know what I'm saying? None of us have been raised. Me and like three of my cousins, RP, my cousin Sean, he just died 2 years ago. We was the wild ones. We the ones that's like my grandfather and his brothers. All them crazy ass Philly niggas and Jersey niggas and Queens. We like them. I'm exactly like my grandfather and my father. I look exactly like my father. So, you know, like we the ones that's wild when it comes to that side of the family. We like my grandfather and everything like that. My Uncle Bernard and all them. But these were military men. These weren't street dwelling men. These were military men. And when they got out of prison, I said when they got out of prison, when they got out of the military, and when they got out of, before they went in the military, they were known as being wild. These men never did no prison time. You know what I'm saying? Outside of a night or something for being drunk or something like that. My Uncle Bernard got arrested. And they ain't even arrested. They said, we just brought him in here. You know what I mean? Keep him off the street. They will laugh in your face and get around some more white people and act like they don't even know you. A lot of black people do that. Yeah, a lot of black people do that. We don't have enough power to commit the crimes of racism. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What do you mean you don't have the power? Let me tell you something, KS. You see, the problem with the generations now, I really believe, is you try to think of everything in a cynical fashion. Well, we don't have the power. Baby girl, if you want to pick up a knife right now and go into your next door neighbor's house that was white and take their life, and you call them, you say, you white mother, you white this, you white that, da, 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 da. You would just invoke some power that you didn't even know you have. And if you live through that, you'll be charged with a hate crime. What do you mean? That's not a crime of racism. I think you need to get more updated on how the law works nowadays. Now, a lot of people, especially in the New York City tri-state area, they will try to hit you with hate crime rules. Meaning, they don't just subject these to white people, they subject them to everybody. What pushed them most, and I know this because of New York, what pushed them even more was the Hating Asians bill or something like that or whatever, when Asian people were getting attacked or whatever. A lot of them were getting attacked by black people. I ain't gonna front. But a lot of times, a lot of those Asians, they provoke it on. If you own any stores in your neighborhood and you say, hey, I don't want to sell to any white people, there's a particular, who's that female right now who says that she doesn't want to work with any white artists? That's invoking a form of racism. You understand what I'm saying? So there's another one that said she wouldn't give interviews. What's that girl's name? The one that got caught, Shikari or whatever. She said, I won't give interviews to white people of part of the I won't give interviews to white people part of the press. It was somebody else that said that too. I won't give white people interviews part of the press. That's invoking a form of biasness. So if you're invoking a part of biasness, then you have to say, okay, say if you're somebody that's worth something and you don't give them the interview, you understand what I'm saying? Then you could be fucking up their whole career. So maybe you're not taking advantage of as much power as you do have, sweetheart. You go to Africa, you go to a lot of places or whatever. And I'm not saying this to crash out on her. I'm trying to make her understand. When people say that, don't forget that you had a black president, sweetheart. Don't forget that you got black governors and black constituents. It's like, it's sad when people say that stuff like that, Casey. That's because the pure simple fact, you're taking yourself and you're deducting yourself. If you're in college or if you're in any type of higher collegiate institution or whatever, I think that'd be the last thing you want to do, especially online for millions of viewers to see. You see what I'm saying? One of the first steps you motherfuckers got to stop doing, all of y'all, is stop coming, oh, woe is me. See, them Biden motherfuckers and all them liberal motherfuckers, they got y'all thinking like that. Y'all don't know where Brian come from. I keep trying to tell you, the only thing I got to do is start here. There's a picture. There's actually a couple different iterations of it. And in this picture, and we're going to get back to Wendy Williams. Don't worry about it. We're not finished here yet. There's a picture, and in that picture, it says the Democratic Party is for the white man and the Republican Party is for the black man. And this is how they felt back then. And you'll see a Confederate flag along with the Democratic Party, and you'll see another excerpt that's called the Dixiecrats. Joe Biden was part of the Dixiecrats and supported the Dixiecrats up until 1978, 79. A lot of people don't know this, but Joe Biden had been around the constituency of the White House since Nixon. You understand what I'm saying? Joe Biden's been around the White House. He served on the Kennedy Ethics Committee, Judiciary Ethics Committee. He had many other different, what's the name? This man presided over Clarence Thomas's trial with Anita Hill. Joe Biden was as racist as it comes. And in the last few years, like a lot of racists do, like Storm Thurmond and other, who actually, he was one of the biggest racists in this world. Kind of fun out. He had a half black daughter that he had been hiding for years. He had a half black daughter. And he was one of them old racists. I don't like no niggers. I don't like my coffee black. I don't like my dog black. Hell, I don't even like my jeans black. That's a black car, I ain't getting in it. He's one of them type of racists, you know? And so he ended up having a half black daughter, whatever. I'm speaking literally by definition. I repeat, We are capable of being biased. Listen, sweetheart, you can argue with somebody else. I don't care what you think. You know, what you think and what I know are two different things. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not allowing any women, I never have allowed any women to come press me and push their ideology on me when I'm adamant enough and knowing better. I've seen examples of, and I think that's what you're lacking. You've never seen the example. I've seen examples of black men and Latin men shutting white folks down, calling white folks all kind of stuff. I've seen examples of black and Latin men setting it up on people. I've seen examples of what power can actually be, being the fact from the time I was 20 years old, I worked in a black company. You understand what I'm saying? So, as many of y'all, when y'all come into the workforce, y'all automatically start working for a white company, not to duplicate that. On top of that, the fact that most of y'all come from urban environments that have never been around white people in totality unless you were going to school with them. So you've been very separated and segregated. And a lot of y'all don't even understand that. I was looking for the word the other day and I couldn't come to contention with it. A lot of black people are segregated in the cities they live in. They don't even realize it, meaning like, okay, yeah, you act like you some chick from 90210, but you got to walk through a puddle of piss and get on the elevator to get to your apartment. You understand what I'm saying? That's not 90210 living. You got to duck drug dealers and have niggas talk to you as you walking through the house, walking through the building, and you're like, yo, shorty, what's up with that fatty? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? While you inhaling weed smoking, you don't even smoke. You dig? You understand what I'm saying? You got to walk past, dirty Mike and the boys. You see what I'm saying? To get on your block. You feel what I'm saying? But you'll walk through and you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. What are we doing? And you basing that. A lot of these girls out here, they're implementing fucking TV shows or whatever. So just like you saw Shorty right there, she was just trying to talk. I said, and I ain't gonna repeat, Shorty, I'm not your motherfucking boyfriend. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of these chicks, they live in this delusional world or whatever. And that same delusional world was the world that Wendy Williams lived in. I heard Wendy Williams. The jersey came out of her tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Dirty Mike and the boys on what's the shit? So like a lot of these girls, they get on here and they have no power. The average woman in America, let's break it down. We're not in the woke generation no more. 5 more days, 3 more days, we'll be in a new generation and a new light. And this is the segue year moving towards 2030. So all this woke shit is over. You understand what I'm saying? Abdul and the grooming gang loitering on the park. You talking about the ones over there in England? Well, unfortunately, here, man, he's talking about what's going on in England. Yeah, you too, Zay the Goat. Unfortunately, man, we're not talking about that right now. I had that conversation the other day. Nobody wanted to have it. And plus, on top of that, I don't like how you wrote that. If you say some Abdul and the grooming gangs, you quick to say nigga. So yeah, let's get you the fuck up on out of here. You gotta watch people when they say racist shit too. Just because he says some racist shit about some people that you may not like or you have a bias against, pay attention because he'll say that about anybody. Mm-hmm. Racist people do not hang alone. That's the first thing y'all gotta learn. That's what I told you. When them people's over there with and station, and they got their head mascot, that French chick over there, she's a traitor. Listen, if the war pop off, leave her for dead. You heard? Leave her for dead. She'd be like, where are you going? Away from you. Good luck to you. Here, take this screwdriver. It might help you out. When the war pop off, leave her by herself. You understand what I'm saying? Or get one of the good old boys to take care of her. I look like a black version of the man from Curious George. Why are you thinking about men at 2 o'clock in the morning? What made you, what kind of sexual innuendo are you trying to purvey, sir, at 2 o'clock in the morning with another man talking about I look like a black version? Why would you even enter in a black version? Why are you so racist, sir? Huh? Who took the jelly out of your donut? Huh? Where's your girlfriend at? She don't like you no more? She got you sleeping on the sofa again. She said, you can't come in here. You be playing PlayStation 5 too much, silk servant. oh, PlayStation veteran. That's what we're going to start calling them. PS5 veterans. Did anybody hear me say my Cash App? Anybody? So we got a nigga that just came in here talking about why you begging for money at 2 a.m. So that must be that other nigga to be whirling around. There's this one particular mentally ill man that I think I might send the mental ill people over to his crib. That's what I've been thinking. And basically, what he does is anybody that he doesn't like or anybody he considers competition, he will go on for months coming to your page, harassing you, flagging your page. This dude is really dark and demented. You understand what I'm saying? And he uses these will be the people. Let me explain this to you real quick, and now I'm gonna get away from it. Because did any of y'all in here, this right in my chat room, did any of y'all in here hear me say anything about Cash App? Anybody? Anybody? Did anybody just right in my chat room, just so I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm what's the name? I know I'm not what's the name, right? Not once. Javon said not once. No, this is somebody else. Nobody heard me say that, right? So that means that motherfucker that's saying that right there, he was sent over here specifically. Thank you, Shannon. I don't even know who Shannon is. That means that motherfucker is over here specifically. There's another one. Nope. So we all got that entire. I didn't say anything about no Cash App. But what I wanted to show y'all was the amount of people that go around on YouTube and go into people's chat rooms and shit like that and tell people, don't donate to this person to try to shame. Nigga, you can't shame me for asking for donations. You fuck you and everybody in your fucking house. I bust my ass with this channel. You understand what I'm saying? And I do more than, and anybody that knows me know I do more than lives from my bedroom. I usually don't even do lives from my bedroom. This is not me. I'm always moving around or whatever, whatever. And I was spent hundreds of dollars. You know how much it is to get something to eat in New York? About $15. That's anybody in here from New York. About $15. So say I got to eat twice a day. I just eat the minimum. That's $30. Then getting on the train, that's about $2.90. It's about to go up to $3 in another couple of weeks. So that means that's about $3 to get there, $3 to get back, $3 to go somewhere else. So you're talking about roughly that's about another $20, $25. Then I got to get on the train and get to New York. That's another $12. Then I got to get a pack of cigarettes. That's another $12. We already up $70. You see what I'm saying? This is New York, not Nebraska I'm talking about. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Where's some cheap shit in New York? You understand what I'm saying? Like, for real. And this is keeping in perspective. The only chick that fucking hold me down is Ahmad L, you see right there, and the old gal. Those are the people that hold me down. You understand what I'm saying? While the rest of the spectators, they just sit there and grab what they're grabbing. Yeah, 23,000 subscribers and I only got David Pitt. 23,000 subscribers, and these motherfuckers are either biased, racist, or listening to some other, what's the name, that really want their money to go get. There's a nigga on here that collects donations and goes gamble with the money. The niggas see him on screen gambling with the money and they encourage him. That's what they support. So that's why I try to tell you, a lot of these black subscribers and Latin subscribers, they only support fuck nigga shit. Anyway, back to the real shit. Let's talk about what's the name. And I want to play this little clip real quick or whatever, because we got off topic and I don't like being off topic. You know what I'm saying? We got off topic with some suckers. And now I'm going to say my shit. You're singing my daily pain. Facts, bro. Shameful. Keep doing you. Appreciate your perspective. I appreciate it too, David. Like, go back and watch my old joints, man. I mean, like, even from 2 weeks ago, I take niggas everywhere. I done took them to the Book of Hove. I done took them everywhere. I done had Talib Kweli on here. I took them to the what's that nigga's name? I took him to the Trump trial. I done took him to Puff's trials, whatever. When I took him to Puff's arraignments, all four of them, I think I had one good run one day when somebody donated $35. That was the most I got. They were so mad that I had the footage. I was there and they was just stuck in Ohio or Wisconsin where they trying to project to everybody from their bedroom in Wisconsin or Ohio that their area is great. In reality, they living in fucking shame being out there. You understand what I'm saying? You get the hustle now. Like these niggas was sitting on they basically like they fucking jealous of you. So the way they back their jealousy is by telling people, don't donate to that person, don't support that person, or they're coming to your chat rooms because they know they can hide here on this app. That's one of the biggest things, anonymity, being able to hide on this app like cowards. You know, like a real motherfucker, they got something to say to you. Come out and say it with your real profile like I do. I don't get hiding behind profiles and all that. I just don't get that shit. But you know, whole niggas gonna do what whole niggas do. It is what it is. Anytime you got somebody coming into your chat room talking about, don't donate to that person. You're up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like they monitoring niggas. Like that's the new. Let me tell you something. There's a new form of black cabal, Illuminati, communist, Marxist type motherfuckers online. Like you saw with that bitch. Matter of fact, let me block that bitch so she'll never come back here. I don't like that bitch. For real. I had talked to her before and I didn't like her. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to be nice to her. Y'all notice I was trying to be nice to that bitch, that KS bitch? I was really trying to be nice to her. Now, and I just didn't like her. She just rubbed me the wrong way the first time she was over here. I felt like she was over here like scheming and scouting for somebody. Yeah, she was scheming and scouting because I didn't say nothing mean to her. She just kept, every time she would write something, it kept getting meaner and meaner and meaner. It was like some chick earlier. I said something and she said, I bet your mother is too. And everybody and thank God, everybody in the chat room peeped that. It was like, yo, bitch, you ain't have to say that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing to warrant that. Now, if she would have said that to my face, like it would have been a different deal, but it is what it is. Let me play this for y'all because I want y'all to hear this. All right. Now, this is when Puff, and the only thing y'all need to hear is the audio because it's nothing but audio, but this is when Puff, yeah, giving busybody. And that's when, ladies, please don't think that I'm calling y'all bitches collectively because I'm not. I know the ladies and the difference. And I mean this sincerely. I know the difference between the ladies and the motherfucking thotties and them bitches. Them thotties and them bitches, they giving third floor, section 8, middle of the projects. I got to walk through a puddle of piss to get to my motherfucker. What's the name? You know what I mean? Nigga, I don't give a fuck what you on if you ain't motherfucking donating. Get the fuck up out of here. Coming to fucking Texas. Nigga talking about, he'll come to Texas. Nigga, I don't even know you. And why are you telling a man come to Texas at 2 o'clock in the morning? I automatically had to get him off of there. Nigga think I want to work for him. Nigga, I don't want to work for you. For what? Hit the cash app, keep it moving. I don't know you. Niggas be weird.
2 reasons.
I want y'all to hear this real quick.
Doing this a radiothon. First of all, because it's for the good of the people.
Now, this
Just
is
the way,
Wendy,
you
and
know,
this is something that
just
didn't air. And this is the conversation her and Puff will have. So I want y'all to understand that Puff and her had made up. So when people gonna start delivering this story, they're gonna start telling you, oh well, you know, Wendy had it all on him. Da, 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 da. This was years after that. Wendy had already left Pennsylvania. She came back to New York. She used to film the show right there. How many of y'all remember in New York? She used to film the show right there. What was it, on 26th Street, 23rd, I think? One of the two. You know what I'm saying? We walked down there before. I mean, got it on camera before. I'll show y'all again, but it was it was a black building. Like it was literally a black studio, the out facade of it, and then it had a big picture of her on the top of it, Wendy Williams. I'm gonna take y'all down there one day, you know what I'm saying? So people start donating or whatever, because we ain't doing New York no more in the cold until people start donating. You know what I'm saying? Any nigga that come in here that's a man and you motherfucking, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you asking a nigga what the fuck they got up under their hat, and you write what you got up under your hat, nigga. First of all, why you even addressing me as a nigga? Let me ask you that. That's first of all. What makes you think we so familiar that you need to address me as a nigga? First of all, I'm feeling that your mother and your surroundings were very niggerish. That's why you feel the need to exemplify. You ever notice that? Even the women, when they refer to somebody else, they always call them a nigga. I'm not your nigga. I don't fucking know you. I don't want to know you. You ain't got a dime to donate or support this channel, so keep it fucking moving. Nigga asking another nigga at 2 o'clock in the morning, his first question is, what you got under your hat, girl? Let me see your head, girl. You old sweet motherfucker. Get the fuck up out of my channel. Nigga missing prison. There's be a lot of these niggas missing prison, I'm trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I know you ain't just tell me how to speak. Like, these niggas are weird, bro. Like, that's why I don't be here too long, because these niggas are weird. Let me just play this real quick, and I'm going to get up on out of here. Because I like, after a minute, I just start getting upset, and, you know what I mean? And if that ain't coming with no money, thank you very much. Yo, CID, I appreciate that 50 spot, B. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Don't let them kill your body and spirit. Let them keep going, keep it moving. Got you. Yeah, that's why I'm leaving that alone. Because I ain't pushing stronger. Yeah, that's some different type of hate. But thank you for that $50 donation. I appreciate that for real. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else in there, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App and support the channel. So I'm gonna let this play real quick so y'all can hear this and y'all understand where I'm coming from. All right, so here you go.
common decency. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we do a lot of silliness here on the show, and I know I don't talk politics and all like that, but how can you not, do something, and so I'm going to use my microphone for good, not evil. This time, but the next time, yeah,
Let's
I'm
give
going to
it a
use my
second.
microphone for good, not evil. And so, we're having this radio telethon, but also I'm doing it because I happen to be syndicated in New Orleans. And as a matter of fact, in the whole state of Louisiana, it's divided up into 3 radio markets. Much the way, like Jersey. In
Give me
Jersey, you
one
have 2 radio
second,
markets.
guys.
You either get New York or you get Philly.
I wanted to
or you
bring
get
it
2
back
local
to
Jersey
this
stations.
part
You
so y'all
understand
can
what I'm saying?
hear
Louisiana's
from
divided
here.
into 3 radio markets. It's New Orleans at the bottom of the state, which is devastated, wiped out. It's Alexandria in the middle, and then top of the state is Shreveport. Well, I'm on the leading hip hop and R&B stations in all 3 markets. New Orleans, the station was Q93, number 1 for hip hop and R&B, and we had a strong team. Our radio station, I talked to none of my coworkers, and obviously the radio station is going. So and the listenership. You got to figure if you're number 1 in a big city. Oh, there's no H in here. .com, and you got to.
Give me a second, guys.
Wendy.
She takes a minute to get into this call. Give me a
Miss
second.
Wendy, when I walked in his office,
You know how Wendy talking shit.
to try. We're in the middle of moisture. Means this type of pleasure again. I was in my mind. I'm saying player close to the vest, but hello,
Mr. Combs.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Now we're down to
Now, this
Mr.
is when she had a
Combs. What do I
phone call with Puff.
Mr. Combs is on the line.
Like the
Y'all
president.
ain't never
Hi,
heard this
Poppy.
before, trust me.
Hey, what's up, girl?
How are you?
Just chilling, just watching this news, bugging out, man.
Yeah, I was just doing the story on you and Jay-Z in donating $1 million to the American Red Cross.
Yeah.
That's good work.
Yeah, it's just crazy just looking at it. It's definitely a sad time, and we were both on the phone talking.
Yeah.
Felt like if we could do something, we needed to really kind of do something now.
Yeah.
And so that's what we decided to do. And it's crazy, so hopefully the money will help. And we just praying right now. Our prayers are just that some help gets there right now. Hopefully, the government will stand up and do what they're supposed to do.
Here's the thing, because I noticed you chose the American Red Cross. I happen to be doing a radiothon on Tuesday. We're going to be on the radio for 12 hours.
Yeah.
And we're giving the money to the American Red Cross. As a matter of fact, the money's going directly there. There's no checks that are being mailed to here at the radio station. But we chose the American Red Cross because I've researched it, and we as a show have researched it, and the American Red Cross actually does put money in the hood as well.
Yeah. That was our reason, and also
Exactly.
that was the only people we were even seeing out there. If you saw anybody on the news, it was the Red Cross.
Yeah.
And it's like you want to go over there yourselves. And
Just like I told y'all just a few minutes ago, the only people you see out there in California is the Urban League. You don't see ADOS. You don't see the FBA and none of the people out there helping black people in Pasadena, Altadena. And if y'all see specifically, Altadena and Pasadena are historic districts for Black American people, and there's specifically, I believe, 8 families out there that lost their generational homes, meaning these homes have been in their generational family for over 3 generations. Mother had it, grandparents had it, now the kids have it, and now it's burnt down. There was only one person out of that bunch that got their house saved. So if you see anything with Altadena, Pasadena, and you can help and support them people, make sure you do that. I'm doing that off the strength of the homie Craig Fax out there in California. Shout out to Craig Fax 5150, huh? You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go and celebrate that and help out in Pasadena and Altadena, California. Let's continue.
And this is just a start for what we're both going to do. For us, we haven't really done any videos together, or haven't done a lot together. We thought this was a great statement for us to get together and try to help to get the ball rolling. And these are also people that have supported us, and these are like our brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
We say that, as black people, but it's really true. When you look at everybody that's out there, they look like one of your family members, and they truly are. And,
Exactly.
and it's devastating and it's sad, but we got to do what we can to turn it around. And a lot is given to me and Jay-Z, and much is expected, and we're just trying to do the best we can.
Exactly. So where are you now? You still in Miami?
No, I'm in Atlanta now. I'm in Atlanta. I just left LA. I'm in Atlanta now. I'll be back there.
It'll be Bad Boy South.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Justin's Restaurant.
Yeah, we have justice out here.
Yeah.
So also we're gonna be doing some stuff out here because a lot of the people came here that could get in their cars and evacuate. A lot of people evacuated from New Orleans to Atlanta. So there's gonna be also some efforts done out.
Now, the reason I'm playing that, because it interferes with a narrative. The narrative is this, and this is the reason I played that. The narrative sits out and it says, well, you know, they never talked with each other. They never bothered each other. That phone call that was recorded wasn't on live on the air. So there was no audience to impress. That was just her, that was just her and Puff talking about helping people out and trying to get them together. That's the part. Neek, she figured it out. That's the part that people were missing from that conversation right there. That was a conversation that wasn't televised. That's a conversation that nobody knew about. That was just plain old Puff and Wendy Williams talking with each other. And people will still direct up the narrative. And I can play 5 or 6 more of them like that because I know how to find some things y'all don't know how to find, obviously. But my point I'm getting at is here, the shit that Wendy is saying today on Power 105, I think she said that specifically for one reason. You know, they got him now. I've been telling y'all on the blah, 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 blah. And it goes to contention with a lot of these people that I tell y'all about online. A lot of them, they talking that stuff about Puff because they were scared when Puff was out of jail. Free Diddy, he says. Now, they want to talk shit about why he locked up in jail, he protected. That's like the local, you know, we used to never niggas like that. It's like when the local bully go to Spofford or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, New York? Y'all with me? It's like the local bully go to Spofford or something like that, a Bronx house, a Manhattan house. I don't even know if they have them places no more. Or he go over there to, you know what I'm saying, the group home or whatever, right? And so like, boom, now the bully off the block and you like, yo, now I'm tough now because the bully off the block. So, you know, the bully ain't here and I know all his soldiers is gone, but little do you know, all the bully soldiers is still around. That's the tricky part. Anyway, long story short, you know what I'm saying? The bullies that are out here, those are the problems. And bullies now exist online. There's a lot of online bullies. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I know a lot of y'all don't like me, but make sure y'all hit that like button, double tap 2 times, hit that screen for me. I appreciate it if you would. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to be friends. You know what I mean? You ain't even got to donate if you don't want to. The puppet masters have had thousands of years. Oh, we got one of them esoteric niggas in here. The puppet masters have had thousands of years to perfect their control. They always have 10 steps ahead of society. It's a hamster habitat, and we are just on the wheel. Yeah, and the moon and the stars and the quasars. And yo, dude, we gotta save these squirrels. This has been a million years. Is that Tommy Smallville? That's what that shit sound like. We gotta save these trees, man. Uh-oh, here go one of these homosexual boys. So you a bully, so I'm nobody, man. I'm just a simple man. That's all I am. You the toughest, man. You know, any nigga named Leslie Ponset. Who the fuck made that name up? Get the fuck out of here. I couldn't even say it. Her name was Ponset. This is a chick trying to challenge me. That's why I'm trying to tell you, fellas, get you a taser. Start tasing these hoes and jump up in your mind like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, start tasing these hoes. Like I'm trying to tell y'all. For real, protect yourself. Because you understand? You see how tough she is? My middle name, Ponset. I said, your middle name might as well be Peaches talking to me. I don't talk to chicks like you. That's what they do. A lot of the black chicks, they run around trying to challenge men. That type of black woman. I don't like that type of black woman. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button 2 times or whatever. I don't know. I think you should get the fuck off my show. That's what I think you should do. Uh-oh, here we got another motherfucker talking about somebody's in that. Shut the fuck up. Might worry about you. It's amazing what these people will take their time to write in the chat room. I find that the bun's funny. Anyway, long story short, the reason I played that right there, and I'm going to play some more stuff. Don't worry, we're not going nowhere yet. The reason I played that specifically was to just show you, and there's other ones that did a nigga really write, let's compare poops. A nigga named Richard Decent wrote, let's compare poops. These are men. Ladies, y'all better be careful when y'all going home at night. Y'all see this shit that these dudes are writing in my chat room? How do you think? Come on, man. You gotta do better than that one, man. Come on. Like, come on. What's your name? Red Supreme. Look, I'm gonna give you one more chance, right? Write something 2025 racist. Let's give Red Supreme a chance. He called me Blackie, so let's give him at least one more chance to write. Come on, you got another chance. Write a real good 2025 racist statement. Come on, we waiting for you. We waiting for you. Come on, Red Supreme. Come on, because I know the real Red Supreme. He never write no shit like that. Real Red Supreme's a stand-up nigga. I know that nigga. That's what's up, Strawberry Cream. But I want to ask this nigga, Red Supreme, why you ain't saying that? I ain't quiet. That's a whole name. So I'm saying they always do it. I say, so write something. Yeah, people are too like comfortable on the internet saying shit from their bedroom, their bed, their kitchen. That's why I really don't stay on here too long. Plus, they ain't got no money to contribute to the cause. Like these niggas in here thinking they got a free spot to set up and say whatever they want to, and that's why I go in on them individually to let them know, no, you cannot do that here. But what I wanted to point out right there with that, what's the name is, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but you can go too. Point I'm getting at is here. These two, as of 2021, and before that, were talking, Puff and Wendy Williams. So unless Wendy was having a fake friendship or a fake conversationship or whatever the case may be, reason is said to believe that these two were cool. Now, Wendy, and I heard Don Lemon say this, and I heard Charlemagne's improvise to it, but he didn't really go in detail like Don Lemon did. How Wendy had made all these mistakes and she was talking about people the whole time. And a lot of people, believe it or not, that she talked about, she made up some things about them. She exaggerated some things about them. This is out of her own admission. And so when you're left with that, you say to yourself, okay, well, maybe Wendy hasn't been some of the greatest people in the world. Is that fair to say? Maybe Wendy has been a terrible person in some regards. You understand what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, if you spend years upon years upon years upon years, niggas be sitting back talking about karma and all that shit. Yeah, they go that KS bitch. Let's get that bitch the fuck up out of here. I'm never fucking with her again. If you spend years upon years upon years just sitting there talking about people, sooner or later it gets a mold on you too. Like a lot of these people that call themselves truth tellers and all that shit, a lot of these motherfuckers lying. Some of them I know they lying for a fact, but I just let them get their little hustle on because it's out of my hands now. But some of them I know for a fact be lying. I'd be like, damn, bitch, you still out here lying? Like, for real, damn, nigga, you still out here lying? And some niggas y'all got up under y'all right now. Y'all think they 110%. Everybody in our gang know, yo, these niggas is fake as fuck, but y'all find out. You'll find out. Just like the rest of them. Like I said, if it was a snake, it would have bit you. You dig? If it was a snake, it would have bit you. But I don't call out nobody's name. I learned, unless I got to call out your name, and usually behind that, because all the tough Negroes is out here. They always getting tough with people of color, but want to sit in front of white folks. Oh, hello, how are you? Okay, great. And, be all motherfucking demure and shit like that, you hoe ass niggas. Anytime I see a motherfucker, they turn around and they one way with black people and Latin people, but they all calm and demure and shit. With white people, I already know you a bitch ass nigga. I already know you a bitch ass nigga. As soon as you play that role right there, I like, okay, this is a bitch. I got him. He's trying to act tough with us because he's scared to act tough with them. You're a bitch. And I can see right through your bitch ass. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas be loud. Yo, I live over here, so and so and so. That don't mean I'm coming over there today. Figure that out. I don't mean I'm coming over there today. Anyway, I be laughing at these children. I don't know how to do it and get away with it. Anyway, listen, right? So let me just finish this up real quick. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App, show some social support. Bro laughing without smiling. I don't know what that means, but maybe she was trying to be cordial with Puff, knowing what he was capable of. I don't think that was it either. And I think that's a strong, and I'm not gonna block you for the saying that, Neek, but I think that's a strong perception and a strong presumption. You don't know why Wendy was scared. Wendy had talked about way more people than Puff. Huh? If you know Wendy Williams, you would know that her main concentration wasn't even Puff. Her main concentration was other superstars and artists that were out there. And she did this consistently for years. The bitch got kicked off the radio in New York City for talking about Puff. Came back to New York City and she got that act right when she got the show. Now she want to act right, but she was still doing the same despicable shit. She was talking about people. I hate when people sit around. They told. I don't think Wendy deserves being in the situation she is, but under her own admission today with Don Lemon, what the bitch said was, "Hey, listen, I spent a lot of time making shit up on people, making a false narrative so I could seem popular or whatever the case may be. Okay, cool. And what you did was you continue to do that for years upon years. That takes a toll on your soul. Your soul can only take so much of you lying. Your soul can only take so much of you not telling the truth. Your soul can only take so much of that shit before sooner or later this cops down to be like, yo, this is enough." What Wendy Williams is right now is purgatory. Her own, built by her own self and all her choices she made along the way. She's in her own form of hell, a pre-hell before you hit hell, in my personal opinion. There's no way you can avoid hell having that type of personality all your life and being a badgerer, a facilitator of false narratives, being a person that is decadent and self-preservant first before anything. What you said, Shannon? I guess time will probably come out at some point. The hat really suits you. I like that. Thank you very much. Make sure y'all donate because I'm trying to get my suits back together. Tell y'all the truth. I need like 2 or 3 suits. So if y'all could, because I'm going to be in certain places and I could use some suits. I could use some more camera equipment. And there's a couple of battery packs I need to purchase. So if you guys want to do that, make sure y'all donate to the Cash App right there. $ STRINGERBELL80. I had 2 people donate tonight. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button. We got over 100 people in here, 120 some people in here now. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all dig what I'm saying. Thanks for the compliment, Supernova. Let's Bible. Power in the words we speak, that's for sure. That's what's up. I guess time will tell and probably come out. It means you laughing without smiling. The fuck? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who you talking to now? You don't talk to me like that, nigga. You got me confused. What did Memphis Bell say? What you say that got blocked? I can't even read what she said. What she say? I know another way to do it. Yeah, we can't even, whatever she wrote, it must have been something fucked up because, so I'm gonna have to block you because it sounded like you wrote something fucked up. And I don't make it your name. Yeah, but that's what I want to do. I want to get some suits. Anyway, she's in a form of purgatory right now. And I mean, do I feel sorry for her? No, that's a hell she created for herself. And if you're smart and you're a podcaster, you'll pay attention to Wendy Williams. Because all y'all, that's your grandmother. That's auntie. When it comes to this game. You know what I'm saying? And all you bitches trying to be the next one like her. All you hoes. If you into the tea spitting game, you trying to be Wendy Williams. You understand what I'm saying? And so, let me get this one out of here. Anytime any nigga that call me bro or unk, get rid of them niggas. Anytime you hear a nigga have that, he's a puppet. Any motherfucker that use bro a lot or unk in their sentences, get rid of them, especially if they over 25 years old. If you're over 25 years old, you shouldn't be saying bro and unk in any sentence you got. Point blank. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't fuck with you either. I don't fuck with none of them people. Nah, I don't mod nobody up, homie. Nobody's a mod over here. The friends and people that support this channel, they would get the choice before anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you donated anything to support this channel? Of course not. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, don't try to get me with that one. I don't like people be kind of come in here telling me, let me mod. Nah, I don't want no mods. Because then you got access to my channel. You ain't support my channel. You've been here before. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this ain't your first time being here, right? Right? This ain't your first time being here, right? Let's Bible. This ain't your first time being here, right? Because I talked to you before. Make sure y'all double tap and hit that like button for me, please. I appreciate it. Because I'm about to end this in a little bit. I don't like niggas to be like acting funny style like that. Like, for real, for real. This nigga ain't writing nothing else. Yeah, I think. Nah, well, this your last time too. You sound like a cap. Oh, is that what's up? That's what's up. You came in here at 2:30 in the morning to write that to 2 o'clock in the morning to write that to me. You's a real sweet nigga, huh? So only people that deserve cash apps are your favorite podcaster. Let me guess, right? Only your favorite podcaster can ask for cash apps. Only your favorite podcaster can do that. Only your favorite podcaster. I got you. Nigga came in here at 2 o'clock in the morning, tell me his personal feelings on how he been hating for 11 years on you. You've been on YouTube with 11 years with no subscribers. You ain't even try, you loser. You's a loser. Quit hiding behind you being a loser. Nobody on YouTube deserves cash apps, and your name is the Hate Room General. That's what's up. You see what I mean? That's you. Are you noticing the pattern? What happens is you get older, you get black, white, and Latin subscribers that come in here, especially the women, and they come in here, and their number one thing is to do, if you look like this, is to, or resemble this, or you're like me, and tú sabes el negrito. There's three things they make sure they don't do. They make sure they don't hit the like button, and they make sure they don't donate to you. That's the two things they make sure they do if they're black. Trust me when I tell you this. That's why I don't even speak to these niggas. You see how I treat them? I'll be like, that's good, peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't even speak to these niggas too much because they like that. That's what they do. They carry on full slaughtering campaigns as a race against their own race on a day-to-day basis, and then sit on their platforms and be like, we're so proud, we're so proud. If you saw their level of amount of actors and actresses within the Latin and Black community nowadays, you would swear to God you're on an episode of 90210. Like, oh my God, Miguel. Like, oh my God, Tyrone. Actors and actresses. Oh, he said begging for donations. Yeah, man. I'm just over here just begging my heart out, bro. You know, that's all we've been talking about for the past 2 hours is donations or whatever. Let me ask you this. Why you worried about another man's pocket? That sounds like kind of homosexual. You looking for a nigga to take you out for dinner or something like that, Jim? You looking for a date, Jim? Who sent you, Jim? Is that your soul apparatus? Any nigga that's up on the line that's trying to be righteous and got his shit monetized and everything else, your job is to come in like the socialist, Marxist, motherfucking communist pawn puppet bitch that you are, and come in there and disrupt that. Only white folks and Latin folks and Asians that dress like black dudes get. This dude is dressed like a black dude in his profile picture. I never realized that. You know what I'm saying? I just seen that. Hold on, we got to get you real quick. Let's see how many followers you got. You've been on here for 3 years and got 5 subscribers. No wonder you saying shit like that. You a loser. Bye-bye. And you ain't right no more. You got 3 subscribers. I told you, listen, let me tell you something, Nick. I done showed this to these niggas day after day after day. Number one, the majority of people you got coming to view you are haters. Please believe that. They don't want to see you make it. They don't want to see nothing happen for you. They just want to see you down and out like they are. When I go and I read how many followers they got or whatever, you'll notice quickly and very quickly they don't want to respond anything after that because now they're embarrassed. So what they'll do is they'll hide behind the fact, and you'll just think they're any other profile, and they're not looking for you to go in and see how many people follow them. That's the trick I be having for their ass. As soon as I say that shit, it all subsides. So most of the people, Neek, that's here listening to me, most of these people are racist from this one man's channel that tries to pretend like he's not a racist, but he's actually a racist. Well, he's not as racist as his followers are and a couple people in his circle, which they just had a problem with that this past week. You see what I'm saying? They just had a problem with that in their camp from the only black girl that's really over there that rock with him, been rocking with him for years, but she's so much of a puppet that she was willing to forgive. She got online, complained about this white man that said all this racist stuff to her. And only he said it on her channel, he said it on this nigga Pork Chop's channel, and he said it on this other nigga named Denot's channel. You know what I'm saying? And I got to give it to them two niggas, even though they hate each other, and I hate the fat nigga. At least they had the gumption to get rid of that motherfucker collectively, and I appreciate that. He hung up the phone on the other one, hung up the phone on him. So on that one, I can say, well, at least y'all was standing on business on that one. Outside of that, the fat nigga's a fuck nigga. But anyway, that's not neither here and there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all double tap the screen 2 times and hit the like button. I appreciate it. Can y'all hit the screen and hit the like? This is why I know who's here. Because it seems like it's a whole bunch of 130 hating motherfuckers over here. That's what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. I told niggas to hit the like button and 20 niggas said, I'd rather log off. I've been doing this for 5 years. I'm smart enough to know most of the white guys that see you on here, like right now, somebody just hit the like button and then they hit off of it just to fuck with me. Most of the white dudes you see on here, most of the black women, now at about like, I'm gonna say like a 70% margin, they hate men of color on here. All right, we got to start having that conversation a little bit brighter. Most of the black women that are out here nowadays, they despise dealing with a black man. They like I saw Eve, she did an interview over there, Power 105, right? Because she had to do it because of the pure simple fact they had taken that picture of her, and a lot of people saying she was looking like a slave in that picture. When she took the picture with her family, a lot of people were saying she looked like the server, the Calvin Candy's house. That's what they were saying. I'm just saying, did y'all see that Christmas photo she took with her family? Huh? And then niggas started asking the question because they was like, well, we heard he was a billionaire. She was like, no, he ain't no billionaire. I got more money than he do. And I said, well, hold up. Don't hoes be out here talking about, yo, I don't want to get with no nigga that don't make $100,000. Listen, man, I done had motherfucking hoes. And I lied to you now. I live in the suburbs, though. I live in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? I live in a good section of Connecticut, too. I didn't have hoes that tell me straight up to my face, no, I want to stay down here by the rats and the roaches. I can't move out there where you at. There ain't gonna be nothing to do. I done had chicks tell me that shit, for real. And they'd rather stay down there with the rats and the roaches, living in the corner of the Bronx somewhere, living in the corner of Brooklyn somewhere, than leave up out that dirty motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to leave some motherfuckers where they at. My point of saying that is, it's the same thing here on YouTube. You have to leave some people where they at. Some of these people in another 5 to 10 years, you ain't gonna never hear from them again. They ain't got nothing to carry on. If these people tomorrow stop, if YouTube was ran by not doing subjects, that's why I don't do subjects like that. If YouTube was ran by not doing subjects and you just had to get up here and tell your personality and your life story and things you've been through or whatever, and there's a couple of people that try to do it, but nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. The only 2 people that have been able to successfully sell that, you know what I'm saying, is me and Jaguar Wright on our plateau. We the only 2 that's been able to do it. I got popular and I had over 5,000 subs within a week when I first got on here. This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? Within, it wasn't even a week. It was like 3 or 4 days. I had over 5,000 people. I was able to go live the first time after I had uploaded the video. Like literally the time after that. Just checking in on you, bro. Willie the Pimp. God damn it, dog. What's going on? That's one of my old subs right there. What's going on? That's why he came in there, bro, because he know I ain't lying. That's one thing I always did. I said, I don't like lying to my audience. I'll never do that shit. I ain't got to sell y'all nothing for y'all to fuck with me. If you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. You don't want to donate nothing, you don't donate nothing. Ain't shit Willie out here still trying to get it gold, man. They still don't want to fuck with me, even though, you know, I'll be telling them the truth and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got motherfuckers lately that been writing shit in here or whatever. They come from Anton LaVey Atwood's channel or Pork Chop's channel. Because they be over there in their little secret rooms telling people. Like earlier I was in there, right? Nigga, I don't even know you. I don't even know you. And I don't know you either. Some other motherfucker wrote it. Do you smoke spice? Nah, I don't smoke. What the fuck is that? That's some rural shit. I told you these motherfuckers being here from Nebraska and shit. It's always a pleasure to catch you. I appreciate it, bro. That's a man that can call me brother. Some nigga called his the hate room general. Why the fuck would I want a nigga over here called the hate room general? That sounds like some sweet nigga shit. Like, Willie, you be peeping that shit. These niggas be trying to sound hard and be sounding like somebody's stepmama. Like, nigga, I don't take you serious. They got cords on my toes harder than you. Niggas out here talking about that's a new one now. They run around. They go around. I done been on Willie. I done been on heroin. I'm on cocaine. I'm on crack. I'm on what's the name? Earlier somebody came in here. Oh, matter of fact, let me tap into that. Earlier somebody came in here. They could say, I can tell you drink because I said I'm gonna go get me a beer, whatever, real quick. They don't even know I got a bar that's like right around the corner from me. I can go get a beer anytime I want to. Motherfucker wrote in my chat room. And see there, I can see it creeping through your skin too. I see that alcohol. I said, bitch, I just put fucking literally Botana oil on my face. I use this shit all the time. You see this motherfucker? I got like 5 of these bitches. All right? I use this shit all the time. If you ain't never used Botana oil, put Botana oil and mix it with Vaseline and put it on your face. Your skin will have a different vibe, trust me, for the winter. I don't answer questions like that about Huggy. That's up to you to believe. Y'all over there giving them money. Y'all over there giving them boys she roll with money from England. American citizens over there donating to people from England, helping a woman from Canada raise $350. Nah, I ain't your friend. You got the wrong spot. This ain't the Snitch Network. We don't do snitching over here, dogs. All right. Who's the nigga that wrote that? Dirty Mob. All right, peace, God. Yeah, that's another thing to get on my nerves too. Niggas be over here asking questions and shit and ain't even supporting the channel. So, like, I'm supposed to, yeah, sure, man, here's something free. Nah, I ain't one of them niggas. Canelo's still the face of boxing. What the fuck does that even have to do with the fucking conversation? Like, what kind of gay nigga are you? Like, it's the same thing. Like, it be some real weirdo dudes out here, bro. I see what y'all women be talking about. Like, these niggas be in here talking all kinds. Have y'all noticed that in the past 2 hours we've been live? Like, it's just been weird ass men in here. Like, very weird ass, strange dudes. Like, saying strange stuff. There was a dude that wrote in here earlier, if y'all didn't catch it. He said, let's match poop together. I said, what the fuck did you just say to me? Nigga, what the fuck did you just say? These are men that if they saying that in your inbox, imagine who they are if they're outside. You're one of them. Who am I one of them? Tell us, Pyro Associates. Are you one of them witch bitches to be over there with Anton LaVey Atwood? You one of them hoes? He got a whole group of witches to be sitting over there in a coven. Yeah, you know that? He's starting a coven now. You think I peeped it, huh? Listen, boy, I live in Connecticut, right up the street. We got the antithesis of it all. Salem, Massachusetts. You can visit up there, don't you know? Who up here in the Woodson ain't know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Y'all New York dudes, funny as hell. Y'all talk shit and beg at the same time. Y'all hear me begging for anything? Like, y'all niggas gonna really have to do something better than that. That shit might be funny around your way. We call it work around my way. See, if you was really a real nigga, which you not, you a punk. If you was really a real nigga, what you would do is you would go on my channel and you would see all the shit that's on my channel and you would be like, okay, I understand why this nigga is doing it. And it's all funneled by me, dog. I pay for everything. I pay for y'all niggas' entertainment. You understand what I'm saying? So for you to sit up here and tell another man what he can and can't do on his channel, that goes to show that you were sent over here. Now, who you work for, boy? You brave enough to tell us who you work for, boy? Because that's what you are. You're a boy. Any boy that come over here and worry about another man's pockets, that's a sweet nigga. That's a nigga that's sleeping on his girl's motherfucking sofa right now, right, nigga? Huh? You over there with it, huh? How long you not been on the lease? How long you not been on? I keep trying to tell you, girls, there's a lot of these niggas, they need somewhere to stay at right now. That's why they kissing you on the cheek and shit at night. You understand? Wait till you get warm. That nigga ain't gonna be friends with you no more. He ain't gonna hit it no more. Wait till give it about March. You gonna see who that nigga truly is. And when you get your taxes this year, keep all that shit to yourself. Tell them niggas you ain't get your taxes this year. You got a nigga laying up in your house right now. You could tell what he do all damn day is play PlayStation. But listen, when I try to tell you, I tell women this all the time. I even joke these niggas on this shit. Niggas be up in here talking all kinds of shit to me or whatever. Ask some niggas to pull their credit score. Do you know where I live at? You need to have good credit to live this motherfucker. Ask them to pull the credit score. You understand what I'm saying? Then you know what's going on. Ask niggas to pull some keys out their pocket that's theirs. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, ain't nobody on a leash but them. Ask these niggas to show you where they lived previously before they lived at where they lived at now. Ask these niggas to show you their job record history. I beat 90% of the people walking the earth with that one. This is because of the, I won't say 80, but I definitely say 60 to 65% of the earth with where I lived at and where I've been involved in. And what you start figuring out very quickly is a lot of these people that's talking online is fucking actors and actresses. They don't have any real story. That's why nobody want to pay attention to them. That's why they regulated to this talking about current events. They can't sit up here and freestyle with you and talk about something without talking about it in the conspiracy theory type of phase. You understand what I'm saying? These are some of the weakest motherfuckers you will ever see in your life right here on YouTube. It's a gathering place for, I don't know, out of 100% of the audience, probably 60% of them are fake as fuck. They're never going to donate to you. They're never going to support you. I heard Ha Ha Davis. Everybody know him. He said, nigga, I was at 4 million subscribers and niggas wouldn't even donate to support my channel. So evidently, the higher you go up as a male on this channel, the less support you're going to get as a male of color. The higher you go up as a woman of color on this motherfucker is exactly different. And the reason it's different from that, I keep telling motherfuckers, because 72% of women raise these black dudes and 61% of Latino women raise those same dudes. These dudes basically are a man with the thinking mechanisms of somebody with a vagina. I've seen it a million times. We done beat niggas up for that shit in the jail piece. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, nigga, you's a real feminine ass acting nigga. And be like, yo, what you talking about, son? I say, you act like a woman. And they really don't get what you talking about. That's the sad part about it. These type of men, they don't get what you're talking about when you say, yo, you acting like a woman. They really don't get it. So, you know, that's a whole nother topic. I might do that tomorrow or something like that. But I will say and encourage all y'all, make sure y'all hit the cash out with me. I'm different than a lot of vloggers for 5 years that I've been here. I always make sure to show people what I'm doing or whatever. I find it really funny as you see a lot of people that be out here. They be weak as fuck, right? But don't donate or support a goddamn dime. But be talking all kinds of shit. Like, my chat room is not free for all, nigga. You're not in here having your own conversations as I'm talking with them. I get you the fuck up on out of here. Willie the Pimp, he one of the people that been with me for a long time, so he ain't going nowhere. And he done supported the channel before, so I ain't even asking him. I'm asking, I don't have to ask nobody. It's just sad that, you know, you hear all this FBA bullshit, and that's why I had my argument with that, because niggas say on that charter for Tariq Nasheed, this is his own words, to be considered FBA, then you know, one of the parents has got to be. I said, okay, well, my mom's American black. What's your point? You know what I'm saying? And now the niggas is part of the FBA. They want to acknowledge that. So I'm like, okay, if y'all talking about this beautiful movement, and just ask me if I make sense here. If y'all talking about this beautiful moment, why is it that you try to shame the men that you don't agree with for cash apps and things like that, right? But the people you do agree with, you want to have all kinds of motherfucking marathons and telethons for them or whatever. This shit is fucking hilarious to me. So these niggas be having pics or whatever. So that's why I have the attitude I have. My attitude is like, yo, niggas see me working, niggas see what I was doing before I was sitting in the bedroom right here for a while, and they still didn't even support that. They didn't even support me when I was at Jonathan Major's trial. They were mad. Let me tell you, they were mad that I was at Jonathan Major's trial because a white woman was involved. That's how racist the women are. Let me tell you something. Black American women have become some of the most racist women online. Not all of them, but some of the most racist women online you will ever come across. These women say some of the most racist shit. I didn't say you, Neek. These women say some of the racist shit, and you know what I'm talking about, Neek. So don't play games. You know, if you get a post, I'm gonna give you an example. You get a post about Eve, and you need her to answer the question, yo, shut the fuck up, bitch. I don't know you. I don't know you, bitch. Tell my brother shut up. Bitch, you shut the fuck up. This is my channel. Go fuck yourself, you whore. Anyway, long story short, you'll see these girls and they'll have full podcasts, or like you got to have conversations like what happened with Eve. She got caught in that picture. Y'all saw the picture and she looked like the help, right? So she had to turn around and do a whole full interview to explain what was going on or whatever. And everybody gave her a pass. The bitch that was interviewed, I can't stand that new bitch they got up there. That little dark skinned chick. I don't like her or Less Hilarious as Corey Caller. I don't like neither one of them motherfuckers. They're the horrible additions to that show. But anyway, long story short, and tell both of them bitches I said it and kiss both of my sets of families' ass. I don't like either one of you. Neither one of you. You're terrible. You're evil. You're mean and you're nasty. You're benign and you're not pretty. Either one of you. Now, back to the matter. You could do better than that, iHeart. That's trash y'all got up there. Giving trash. That seems to be a new thing. Giving trash and low vibrational people fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars because they'll keep the nigga tradition going. The only thing I need you to do is keep them out here tap dancing. That's all I need you to do. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing intelligent. Just keep them tap dancing. Anyway, what you'll find is ain't nobody complained about Serena Williams and her husband worth less than her. Ain't nobody complained about Eve's husband and he worth less than her. Do you notice that these bitches, they will go and date a white man or anybody else that's worth less than them? The nigga that Janet Jackson decided to have a baby by was worth less than her. The multiple niggas that Halle Berry that had baby, Halle Berry had to pay out $100 million to a motherfucker for a baby. Was it $100 million or $10 million, something like that? Then she had to do it with David Justice. She had to do it with the white boy model, and then she had to do it with another nigga. It's like been 3 niggas that got Halle Berry for money. Go look it up. Halle Berry done had to pay out at least 3 to 4 fucking husbands. And not one of them was motherfucking black. And David Justice is biracial. What I said wrong? Anybody want to argue with me? Anybody want to argue with me? Nick said, yep. You know I know what I'm talking about. Ain't no lies here, B. I don't do lies. I come from a generation of men that don't do that. I'd rather tell you the truth, and I always want you to know it was me. That's my nut right there. You know it was me? Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's always been me. Anyway. When it comes to the guys, 3 times. Almost 4. But 3 times. Big payouts. She had to pay David Justice. She had to pay Eric Benet. And she had to pay her white boyfriend. That was a model. He wasn't actually white. He was Latino. That was a model. The younger guy that was like 20 years younger than her. She had to pay him, I think it was upwards of like $20 million, $10 million. Then she had to give him 2 lump sums for the next 6 months. That was all in the settlement. Halle Berry been fucked over a couple of times when it comes to money and marriage. That's what I said about the looks of it nowadays. I might not even get married, nigga. That shit's scary. Yeah, give me a second. I was just looking for something. Well, look at that marriage shit is scary as fuck nowadays, ain't it? Oh my God, racist card. You just fall in love with a man who is not black. Halle Berry has bad taste. Halle Berry dated 2 black men. Did you not just hear what I said? She was married to David Justice. David Justice got a settlement on her. She then married Eric Benet. Eric Benet is black. He got a settlement against her. And the third dude was the one that was white. He got a settlement against her. Then she had another guy, you know what I'm saying, that she was dating. I'm just mad at them because why do you keep coming back here? Like, my nigga, you didn't create it. This is like, let me tell you what I'm talking about. First of all, I live in Greenwich, Connecticut, my nigga. Like, stop. Stop. That's number one. Second of all, the only niggas that write shit like that are poor niggas and niggas that's doing bad off. That's the second thing. So you ain't fooling me. Only niggas that are doing bad off make assumptions about what you got or they got a prefix in their mind what money look like because they ain't never had none. Now, this nigga right here then had 5 profiles tonight that I done blocked. Same profile. This is that nigga that I'm talking about, the pork chop nigga. This is what he does. He goes from people's podcasts again. Call that nigga out. He goes from podcast to podcast. Nigga, the nigga said I live in a trap house. He'll be back in a minute. That's sad, bro. You need some help. You need some friends. That's a nigga too. That's a nigga at 2:30, 2:45 in the morning trying to start an argument with another man. I told you. Now I understand why you ladies don't fuck with these black dudes. So I'm not mad at you. Because that's gonna be the most black dudes. Most black dudes act like that. Most of them that and what's the name? The Spanish dudes too. Most of them act like that. It's like they stuck in like mode of 16 to 14 years old. They talk like they 16 to 14 years old. They conduct themselves like they 13 to 14 to 16 years old. They move, they try to date women and screw women like they 13, 14, 15, 16 years old forever, the majority of them. I've been around niggas when I'm like, yo, dog, you really said that to a bitch? Or I have friends where I've been out and like they get a little too livy, or somebody that's with them get a little too livy, and I'll be like, all right, and I'll walk right the fuck off. I'm the king of leaving a nigga somewhere. For real. Well, I'm real good at that, but a nigga said I live in a trap house, son. Yeah. That shit was funny. Oh, that's what they do. You get men that are professional haters. Did you see the name of his channel? That's what they do. So most, in my personal opinion, most black dudes and Latin dudes that are out here nowadays, they're mentally gone. So I'm like, if you're talking that way to a man, I can, at 2:30, 4, 3 o'clock in the morning, I can imagine how you be with a woman. Bitch, I love you. If you don't get over here, I'm going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? He one of them type of niggas. I'm trying to tell you that. You know what I mean? You know, they be saying anything. Javon, you be here with me. This shit is crazy. Some niggas say, what I eat? Nigga, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Why you asking men what they eating? Yo soy la moreno la cubano, tú sabes, claro. Pat and Dana Martinez, which y'all a couple or some shit. They didn't have the man raise them correctly. They didn't have a man to raise them correctly, probably. I don't care what it is. Honestly and truthfully, I wish they would put the bulk of people like that on the island and set the island on fire. You know what I'm saying? That would take care of the problem right there. Black people out here looking like forest rangers. If a white person wore this, oh my God, when are people going to say something about the garbage? He said the garbage I wear. Nigga, this is a fedora. What the fuck are you talking about? He couldn't find a way to hate on my hat, so this is what he wrote. Black people out here looking like forest rangers. LOL. You already know from the get-go, this is a sweet-ass nigga. Any nigga that start the conversation with key. Watch when them niggas that start the conversation with key, LOL, and laughing emojis and shit. That's a nigga been raised by a bitch, ladies. Y'all gotta look for it like this. If you peep your girlfriend and you see the type of shit she do or whatever, only thing you gotta do is look at the nigga and see if he got the same attributes and behavior as your girlfriend. Right there, you got your answer. And most of these men, that's where they fuck up at. The ones that been raised by single moms, like that hoe ass nigga that wrote that long ass this nigga wrote a paragraph. Black people out here, nigga, I'm black and Cuban for one. Yo sabe, ese la pelo ahí, say pelo. See what I mean? Like, and they uncultured. That's the other thing too. Most African Americans are uncultured as fuck. Not all of them, but at least like 75% of them are uncultured as fuck, meaning they've never been around anybody other than people that like themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep that in mind. Pat and Dana Martinez. I'm Dana and I like your fedora. Thank you very much. Mostly everybody else did. That's just a nigga that don't get no pussy. That's all it is. Nigga that don't get no pussy or somebody got to walk past. Nobody cares about what you're talking about no more. That's why you just got blocked. Some other nigga in here talking about, hey, nigga, guess what? I guess we'll never know. Hey, nigga, guess what? I told you that's the other thing about the black dudes to be raised by the single moms. They refer to everybody as nigga. They even call their girlfriends a nigga because they like boys. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, that's enough of a headache for the night. I'm gonna watch me a movie. Make sure if anybody else donated, and give them a shout out. Other than that, yeah, what's up, Amsterdam? Yeah. Hey, baby, thank you for your voices, your support to the LBGTQ community. Why, like, who? Am I supposed to be offended by that or something? Listen, homie, you're not going to offend me with the. Let me just get this out the way real quick. I got friends in that community. My cousin is in that community. My first cousin, you know what I'm saying? She got damn near a wife. You're not going to get me on here like arguing with them folks or whatever. I got one friend, I'm just going to call his last name Mr. Papadonasio. You know what I'm saying? I knew him. I knew his father. I know his sisters. I know his cousin. And his two cousins, Billy and Costa. They'll beat the fucking brakes off of you. Trust me when I tell you this. This Greek motherfucker, I've known this kid since he was a kid. He's a friend of mine. You understand what I'm saying? A real good friend of mine. And he happens to be in that community. So what? That's my first cousin. She happens to be in that community. So I take it when you insulting them when you say shit like that. Not to mention everybody else in the New York City tri-state that rolls with that envelope under them. That's who they are. So the newest thing, if for everybody here that's not Black American or can relate to Black Americans, because at this point, a lot of them look very silly, don't they? Can't you see by example the things they write, the things they say, and everything like that? So, you know what I'm saying? This is the thing. With this ignorance that they embraced, you understand what I'm saying? With this ignorance they embrace, most of it via their attitudes coming from the internet. What they do is they go from page to page, and basically they have learned how to harass people. But they only specifically harass people that look like me. They don't harass anybody white. They'll go over and kiss their ass. That's why you can see them over at somebody's podcast that's from England talking about American affairs, and they donate to that person. This is why you can see them over somebody's podcast that's from Canada, and they'll give this person $350 and never say anything about it when this bitch is not doing nothing but rereading articles that she's reading in front of the screen. You understand what I'm saying? Doing nothing. They'll sit there and they'll regurgitate and get and pay for memberships from a man from New Zealand because he seems friendly. This nigga lives in New Zealand. Mind you, a nigga like me, I'm at the actual trials they talking about. All four of Puff's arraignments are here on my page. You understand what I'm saying? All four of them. When I went to the shit, and this is why I wanted to finish up, when I went to the Jonathan Majors trial, a lot of people didn't even support it because of the pure simple fact of one thing. Yo soy el cubano ahí, entonces sabes, negrito en blanco, en tú. Yo soy el negrito ahí, tú sabes. Pero la campo le padre, entonces, ¿sabes? Toda la gente de la vida, pero en Miami, entonces, ¿sabes? Pero es loco, vaya. Entonces, ¿sabes? Creo que, ¿qué es lo que? Viva, salud, la gente, entonces, ¿sabes? Libre, la gente, la cubano, entonces, ¿sabes? Es siempre, ¿no? Anyway, let me stop because we'll start going. We'll start going. No, I don't give niggas shout outs. What kind of homo shit is that? He said, can I get a shout out for what? That's what I'm saying. And outside the mentally ill people on here, you also have the Black Americans on here that like just think they better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? So they created this new little form of shit where they go and they try to like debo people's podcasts. They'll flag you. They'll tell people don't donate to you. This is like a terrorist network within the culture, and nobody's speaking out about this shit. Meanwhile, they'll go over to somebody that's white's podcast, be on their best behavior, make sure they donate to these motherfuckers. I saw a bitch get $350 raised for her. She just started her channel last year. And the reason they donated $350 to her is so she could get StreamYard. Not so she could get some groceries in the house, not so she could pay a bill, so she could get StreamYard. The same StreamYard that costs $35 a month. I'm gonna tell you what that hoe did. That hoe took that $35, paid for that first month. She said, I'll catch y'all well next month. I still got $3 and some change to spend on something. You understand what I'm saying? So this is Black Americans, and this is why I like really, not to say that they're terrible people, but I don't have anything in common with that. I'm a good person. I've helped Black people get jobs and shit like that. And like, I'm dead serious. There's 3 people that's still working in the music industry to this day because of me. One of them works at Atlantic Records, and you know who you are. You be on here with me. You understand what I'm saying? And it was my introduction to show you to somebody that you later became their assistant and then later started working with multiple artists because of me and my introduction. You were nobody before then. You see what I'm saying? And this same black person will turn around and tell me to kiss their ass in 2025. So after a while, I just started like, I'm really into this helping other Latinos now. I really don't want to ask them to help you get a job. Nigga, like, why are you, who the fuck are you? Fruity Anthony. I'm not even responding to no nigga like that. And that's another thing too. They all like to run around and try to control other people's life. They're communists by nature. I'm trying to tell you, most African Americans nowadays are communists. Yeah, they're communists. That's a communist. That's how a communist talks. You go do this because I said so, and I want you to do this. And you got to be like the rest of us. I'm from the ghetto, so you got to be from the ghetto too. You look like me, so you gotta be just like me. You know how many niggas I have come in here? I had this one nigga, this punk ass, ugly nigga. This nigga is ugly as shit. That's his little spiel too. He gets on his page every day, and basically he tries to do the same thing. He'll uplift any black woman that's with a white man on there and try to take the story real light. But when it's a black dude on there, oh, this dude, the title will be, he's doing bad since this happened. They really like to dwell on, let me tell you, the average African Americans, they really like to dwell on and eat off your demise. If you're going down, if you're falling off, whatever, that's what they want to go for. They don't want to go for, hey, this person said that, what's the new deficit? How much is the city owe? How can we help folks out here in Altadena and Pasadena get back on their feet? Black people that had 3 times generational. They ain't worried about that. They worried about, hey, who we piling on today and trying to take down. I watched some niggas today spend 3 hours talking about Puff. You know what I'm saying? 3 hours talking about Puff, a man they never met. 3 motherfuckers, one from Canada and the other one from New Zealand, currently still there. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, Patrick. What'd he say? All of us are not ignorant. I didn't say all you were ignorant, you dumb bitch. I said 70% of you were dumb. That's the same troll, huh? The majority of them are dumb. It's not good to be around. It's not good to be around. I mean, if you can see by the demonstration, it's not a good idea to be around a lot of the culture nowadays. I'm gonna say it like that because, as you can see, they can be easily swayed. They can be easily bought. They can easily switch teams. They ain't even on code over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the regular world, the old Canadian one, she would have got violated down here in America. Out there where she's sitting at, it's real cool to say that, but down here, she would have got violated. Like I heard the broad say a couple of things that just raised an eyebrow. Like she had one show, and she said the quote, and nobody peeped it. I peeped what she said. She said, "Yeah, I guess I will." She was basically saying she was going to end up with a white man. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said. She said she had given up pretty much dating black men. She was gonna end up with a white man. And I got a clip, so I know that's what I heard. That's when you was having it with Anton LaVoy Atwood. Some nigga wrote on here, I'm a skitty toilet. That's a man. Late night for me. Yeah, no doubt, Pat and Dane. I appreciate it. Hope to see you again, too. You always welcome back here. If you want to, make sure you can hit that like button for me. Make sure you hit that Cash App up, y'all. Appreciate that. I can't make no money on here. The only people that can make money is the people that they decide they can make money. Yeah, they cheer on seeing you going down. They cheer on, and another thing they do is they have picks. So like, I don't know why niggas think I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not the nigga to try to pick on. Like I do crazy dumb shit. You can keep on trying to test me. There's certain niggas, like it's 2 niggas right now. I know the internet niggas that be like, yeah, let's test them. Let's see what it's about. Nigga, it's not gonna be me. And nigga, you gonna get hurt fucking with me. I know you don't think that, but I'm trying to tell you, you gonna get fucked up fucking with me. You should just go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? That'd probably be the best thing for you because I know a lot of people that don't like you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that don't like you. You know what happened with Busta Rhymes today? He got arrested for beating up him and Method Man, he got arrested for beating up some sucker nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can make money I can make money right here. My page is monetized, nigga. Bye. You see what I mean? Like they come in and they try to cool you into being. That's the whole thing about black society now. They want everybody to be on the socialist level. The socialist level dictates that everybody is the same. Communism is the same way. That's why I keep mentioning communism, socialism, and mixed in with Marxism. Marxism is directive of the attitudes of how they want government ran, society ran within that enclosure of communism and that enclosure of socialism. If you look across the world, there ain't been one country within the world that is surprised. And see when it says Canada in here, that's her people she's sending over here. She keeps sending her people over here now. That's all right. That's all right, baby girl. Remember what you're doing, because tomorrow when you go live, it ain't going to be the same. It ain't going to be the same when you go live tomorrow. I told you cut that shit out. Same thing with you, Anton LaVey Atwood. You got people over here calling me niggas and all that shit. Did you tell Jaguar write that shit? They didn't pull the biggest dope again. I'm talking to you, Ronnie Bo, motherfucker Jaguar, the CC nigga, all y'all motherfuckers is sitting over there with this bitch ass motherfucker, and he can't stand none of y'all niggas. But y'all sitting up there taking it up the ass for a fucking check. I don't respect that shit. Fact though. I don't respect that shit. Sound like some kookadoodle coon shit to me. Nigga still running over there with that suck ass nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. And the nigga don't even get that many views. That's the confusing part about it. I don't want to interview none of the people I talked about. But I seen Big Marcy was up in here the other day. Nigga, I seen you up here the other day. I just didn't want to use that because I thought it would have been funny style. You feel me, D? But I seen you up in here, Big Marcy. I seen you up in here. You know what I mean? And now I don't fuck with these niggas like that, G. I don't be on no snitching shit. I don't be on, let me sit down with you for $1,000. I don't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. That's sucker shit to me. You know what I'm saying? And in the real world, real niggas wouldn't do that shit, bro. Real niggas ain't sitting down talking about the niggas they ran with for 15 to 20 years to some white man that we don't even know from a fucking in England or some white dude we don't know in New Zealand or some fucking obvious fucking puppet in Canada. To sit there and gyrate. I watched this broad today. Y'all don't believe me? Let me show y'all something. I saw this chick sit there and go like this. Anytime somebody do this like this all the time, when somebody's talking, that means they're obedient. You understand? So check this out right here. I'm going to show y'all something. This chick literally sat there, and I counted it, for 1 minute and 40 seconds, what we call shucking and jiving. Y'all remember that conversation, shucking and jiving? I'm gonna show y'all the definition of shucking and jiving right here. Let me show y'all something. She was just a shucking and a jiving. She feels elated when she's talking to somebody white. That's a different demon you gotta watch for right there. Them motherfuckers that feel elated when they're talking to somebody white American. She feels elated, like she feels like she is someone special. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the worst types. And you find them in a lot of people that have been colonized by the French or the British, but more so the French. The French are the French ones that are colonized, and the only ones that are worse than them are the Dutch ones that are colonized. Oh my God, you run into one of them motherfuckers from that's Dutch from Amsterdam or something like that, man. You think you went back to 1940 something. But the French ones that are colonized, they're a little bit different. For them, it's a reward to end up having an education. That's like she always tries to brag about her education or whatever, which is minimum. Shorty, you're a teacher. You understand what I'm saying? And not a specialized teacher. That you just a regular teacher. You know what I'm saying? And evidently you ain't a practicing teacher because you ain't got tenure nowhere. You wouldn't be on the internet at 8 o'clock in the morning. So you are out of work teacher. See, people leave that out of the conversation. You are out of work teacher, right? Yeah, that's what's up, man. I don't know you. I don't give a fuck. Well, we supposed to applaud you? I don't fucking know you. I don't give a shit. This nigga wrote in my shit. 10 hours working, 6 hours driving, finally home. If you a nigga that been working for 10 hours and driving 6 hours, you a fucking jerk. Like, for real, nigga. You need to go in the bathroom. Who the fuck working for 10 hours and driving for 6? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have to play the audio on this. I want y'all to see this motherfucking gyrating horse as she sits there and just nods her head for exactly a minute and 40 seconds. Now, just watch. She gonna start now. There she go. Like, just look at her. You don't even have to play. You don't even have to play the audio. Just look at her. It's better this way. Instead, she just keep nodding her head. Like, look at her. And then she makes these little. She tries to make her face look like that to make it look like she's intelligent. Like, look, here she go. Watch. Something's off with this chick. Y'all don't see it? She's just sitting there nodding her head over and over and over and over. She's going to do it for a minute and 40 seconds. Then she'll grin and key. This is Lizzo from Canada. This is Canadian Lizzo. She look just like Lizzo, don't she? You see how she keep nodding her head? Look at her. She just keep nodding her head, because this white man is talking to her. So she just keep nodding her head. Look, that's Canadian Lizzo. She looked just like Lizzo. And look, she looks so sad. Look at her face. She's depressed. Y'all can't tell? That's why she's so mean. She's depressed. For a minute and 40 seconds, she's just sitting there nodding her head. And key. Everything she do it. Key. Look at her, still nodding her head. It's been a minute and 40 seconds. Look, the video's almost over. For a minute and 40 seconds, she was just sitting there nodding her head. And then there's the other thing where she rolls her eyes like that and all her pupils disappear. That shit is weird. Y'all ain't never noticed that? She'll roll her eyes like this and literally her pupils disappear. I've seen her do this like 4 or 5 times. There's something wrong with that chick, bro. There's something wrong with her. She was just sitting there just like a minute. I was like, what's wrong with this bitch? She a parasite on Jag. She knows Jag is lying, but she fronted this because she wanted to create her channel. Let me play something else for you. I don't talk too much about Huggy, but I will second that. Let me play something else for you that the bitch said. This gonna blow your mind right here. Let me play something else the broad said. Where that shit at real quick? Willie the Pimp, you a vision, brother. Hold on 1 second. Let me play this shit right here. You gonna get it. I think this is it.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to let people go and say, they're just inventing things out of thin air.
Yeah, here we go. Listen to this.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to let people go and say, they're just inventing things out of thin air. They're not, okay? Like, it comes from somewhere. They're twisting it, and it's disgusting. Ignoring reality is not my jam.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, I'm putting Jack's name on my thumbnail, and I'm putting Sean on my thumbnail because it makes money. Yes. Of course, why would I not? And because I have things to say. If I had nothing to say about them, I wouldn't. But if I have something to say and I know it's going to make me money, why not? Yes, I'm making money. 82 didn't ask me to go on his panel, but it's just stupidity.
Now, you notice she can get on her platform and say something that obnoxious. Yes, I use Jaguar's name to make money. Yes, I use Sean Atwood's name to make money. Why wouldn't I?
And trying to
because your motherfucking voice itself don't make money. Nobody's worried about your life story. Nobody cares about you. And once this Jaguar right thing is over and all the other sets of keys have been placed on, nobody's going to ever remember you. You were nothing before. You started out talking about Meghan Markle. And then you saw you could jump on this and this will make you more fanfare. And here we go right here. We hear you say it.
In my life, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to let people go and say, they're just inventing things out of thin air. They're not, okay? Like, it comes from somewhere. They're twisting it, and it's disgusting. Ignoring reality is not my jam. So, yeah, I'm putting Jack's name on my thumbnail, and I'm putting Sean on my thumbnail because it makes money. Yes. Of course, why would I not? And because I have things to say. If I had nothing to say about them, I wouldn't. But if I have something to say, and I know it's going to make me money, why not?
This is the
yes, I'm making money.
This is the person saying
didn't ask me to go on his panel, but that is just stupidity.
AT2 didn't ask me to go on his panel, but that's his stupidity. That's our main thing. Everybody's stupid. Everybody's an idiot. But do you see Big Lizzo from Canada right here? Big Lizzo from Canada is telling y'all straight to y'all face, but y'all done heard people all night on here. Yo, you're begging for money. This bitch just told y'all straight to y'all face. Yeah, I'm using their motherfucking name to make money. So how is she sincere and anything else is going on? I'm going to leave y'all until the morning and let y'all hear. I'm going to let y'all hear. I'm going to get up on out of here. Willie the Pimp, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? God bless you. You know what I'm saying? I think that's Willie. If that's Willie Williams down there in Florida, man, God bless you, Willie. Keep doing the Lord's work. You heard? Jalen hit the like button. I appreciate that, Jalen. Yeah, make sure y'all double tap that like button right now before I get up on out of here, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do no more because niggas, I had a little bit more for after to y'all, but you know, niggas can't hit the like button, shit like that, whatever. So we about to peep up on out of here. Gru, I appreciate you being here. I seen your efforts in here. Neek, I appreciate you. You definitely welcome back. She a parasite on Jag. She knows Jag is lying, but she fronted because she wanted to create her own channel money. Yeah, she just raised $350 the other day. There was Black Americans and white Americans that helped this French woman who's automatically telling you what her fucking intentions are. They helped her raise $350. So I'm like, oh, I'm doing this to get StreamYard. How you getting that to do StreamYard? When I pulled it up on the screen and showed everybody on the screen here, StreamYard, yeah, it went up. It's $35 a month now. But don't sit here and tell us that. Well, she said to the crowd, she said, well, the only way I can do it, only find that option for a year. Shorty, it's a switch right there. Only thing you do is hit it over. It say like, obviously, hit here for monthly, hit here for yearly. I thought you were so smart. Everybody else is an idiot. No, you are idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy to me. But it was Black Americans that went over there and they papered it up, dude. They papered it up. So that's what it is. I won't even call her a Haitian refugee. You know why I'm saying that? Because my daughter's mother was Haitian. She was from Patientville, Haiti. But what I tell you what's really going on is this. Haitian people, we have Haitian people in the city I live in. My daughter's mother was Haitian. You understand what I'm saying? The one that I refer to as my little brother, which is her cousin, I'm still attached with him to this day. I've always had tight hangings with the Haitian community. But this is the funny thing. When you get the Haitians or the French people up in Quebec and Montreal areas and a couple other places up by that, what you'll find is very quickly, unless they have family up there, the Haitians that be from like New York, Florida, whatever, they don't fuck with those people. They look at those people as weak and they look at them as decadent. They look at them as like they want to be something that they're not. So when they get to Canada, they try to portray themselves off because there's French people there. They'll try to portray themselves off as being French instead of Haitian. If you ask any Haitian that been up to Montreal or anywhere up there, they'll tell you. They'll try to play off like they French. They'll even say, that's the French in me. No, that's the Haitian in you, trying to pretend like you French. Because the shit you speak is not French. It's a Creole French. Just like the shit we speak is not, what's the name? You heard my man in here earlier. The shit we speak in Spanish is not what the Spanish conquistador spoke. It's slang. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what island you from. It's just crazy to me. But I'm going to call her a Haitian refugee, but she's definitely a Haitian grifter of fine proportions. You see how you got niggas in here talking about, yo, don't donate to that nigga, don't support that nigga, da. But you got a bitch sitting up there that ain't even in America telling you, yeah, I use Jaguar Wright's name to make money, and yeah, I use Sean Atwood's name to make money. I'm like, that's crazy to me. All right, I ain't got no more time with y'all. It's a waste being here. You know, I already know the people of color ain't going to ever support me. They're going to support Canadians and New Zealanders and Australians and people in England. This is where the black culture is going to. So, like I said, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, you can't see no pupils. It's like a zombie trance or something. Something's wrong with her. I don't know. I don't even want to give her that much attention. She's not attractive to me. She look like Lizzo. You know, she doesn't have a personality. Anybody that gets up every day and every word that you have to say out of your mouth consists of, they're idiot, they're stupid, they're not as smart as me, they're not as smart as us. And, you know, that's what she said over there with Sean Atwood and all them motherfuckers. Then today she really shocked me because she must have heard the joint that I had last night. You understand what I'm saying? Any nigga to come in here talking about some who a snitch. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? We don't do snitches over here. Take that snitch shit somewhere else. My crush was ghosting me. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Get hit by a car. Anyway, listen. when I hear motherfuckers out here and they talk like she talk or whatever, I know that's in the circumference of a tap dancer, and that's fine. You know, be a tap dancer on your own time in your own country. Quit trying to bring that shit to America. We don't need y'all involved in the game. I said before and I say it again. You know that dude old Andy at what was that shit? Planet Popcorn, Barney Rubble, whatever the fuck that shit is over there. I say one thing: we respect him more because he's actually American. You know, if you get it, he's actually American, not on some racist shit. Right, this ain't Diddy or key. Wait, this ain't Grinder. That's what you really meant to say, right? This ain't Grinder. I thought I was on Grinder. No, this ain't Grinder, homie. This is YouTube. You're on the wrong app. You've been here for 2 weeks and no subscribers. No, this ain't Grinder, homie. Sorry. Wrong spot, dog. Wrong spot. We ain't doing that. See what I mean? Silly black men and black women. This is Diddy. And they make cash apps off that. It's two different things. If you remember shit, you smart. If you solve problems, that's intelligence. Whoever that's derived to, man, I hear you. I can agree with that. All right, I'm gonna get up on over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I got what I needed done. It's been a good little 3 hours with you. I would have stayed a little bit longer, but due to lack of support, we can't do that. We just got a whole bunch of niggas in here trying to drive game for free. We don't give game for free. All right, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.